we are back once more with another episode of Survivors of Tarnstead. Getting started in our usual manner of introduction. First up, we have Blackheart as
Carrick Marsh.
We have Kronos as
Ardrielira.
We have Haddan as
Tilde.
We have Marcus as
Corvus at a loss.
We have Semi as
Gift and Great Steel.
We have Tobias as
Raspia Steel Shroud.
and we have me, Yuli, as your friendly DM. Who would like to give the recap?
I can do it.
And eating.
I can do it if you prefer.
I'm cool with doing it this week because I have a pretty straightforward idea what it is. So I'll make suffering happen to whoever takes this next week. That'll be great.
Okay.
That's how I'm working. I'm gonna take the low-hanging fruit. All right. So last time on Survivors Tarnstead, we appeared on Yggdrasil, the great tree on Illin's continent of Yenasaflak. We had appeared in a place that we had never really been before because Gifton's only seen the tree at a distance, so it was a pot shoot where we'd end up. We landed on a branch with a bunch of wood elves who were startled, and who were further startled by our attempts to be less startling. They started throwing spears. We put up a wall of force. We clamored about what to do. Gifton forgot she had speaks with plants on, yelled at the tree. The tree started talking back, but it was way too loud, and started getting her actually very disfuddled and confused. And she really just didn't think about the fact that at any point she could have turned off speaks with plants, but she apparently just left it going the whole time. They jumped off the tree, found a safe place to land. Gifton pulled out her wings. Corvus used his ski boot, and they shuffled everybody off to one side, landed in a safe spot, hid for a second, gathered their thoughts, briefly talked. Are we sure nobody actually had any of the youth water on them? Nobody fessed up to having the youth water on them. They poured it into the Fae, saw some very scary Annihilation-like sceneries. If you've seen the movie Annihilation, you'll know what I'm talking about, of the Feywild, where it was very dangerous and unwieldy for mortal life. Gifton managed to lead the party to the river, which was much, much, much bigger, more flowy and majestic and wild and crazy than it was in the future time, where it is a nice, lazy little river with a beautiful little bridge over it. No, this is a raging creature with a waterfall that was spraying mist everywhere, which, by the way, youth water mist, that's a thing. It was guarded by a water nymph. She was really nice. We never got her name because all of us knew better than to bring up the idea of talking about names around Fae, because that's a bad idea. We found out that the territory was currently in control of the Great Wolf of the Woods. We don't actually know if that was the wolf that we faced at one point, or a different wolf, or what, but we weren't really going to stick around and find out. The wolf planted a big kiss on Cassie and released some, or not the wolf, the nymph released a kiss on Cassie, released some water into the back of her throat, saying some sort of gift of breath. Who knows what that is? It might mean you have ever fresh smelling breath. It might mean it might be stank. I don't know, but they said some weird things to you. We got filled up with a whole bunch of water, and Gifton made a big to-do, expecting, okay, guys, buy your way out from me. Come on. And Corvus offered mushrooms that previously from future Fae timeline, which caused all the Fae in the area to freak out, and the Great Wolf of the Woods to let out a angry howl, which caused the teleportation of everybody to be out a lot faster. We teleported out to Barast, onto the island, and as a recap, the island is this mythical place where the lighthouse of Lalasil once was. It was a place at one point that we were supposed to have a land deed. It was a big thing, like
2 years ago.
of actual game time, where we desperately wanted to go there. And in fact, we had gone there during the apocalypse at one point, but we were too depressed to explore in any imaginable way. It's amazing how we spent a lot of time there completely depressed because Raziel was dead. So then we teleported there, and then some people were looking around and found this weird little circle on the ground, and Gifton was like, we could just take a moment, cool our heels, we're not in a rush to go anywhere. Carrick started digging very avidly, using every ability he knew, Telday borrowed a shovel for a little bit. He didn't feel as great with the shovel, but he tried. We eventually did dig down, dig down, and we found one of the balconies for the lighthouse. Upon breaking into it, we found a massive stairwell with lots of pictures of Lalasil and various other situations of Lalasil and things like that. We saw Miris in many of the paintings, looking at her longingly. At the very top, Telday found a statue of, we believe, Lalasil, holding out a music book, and Telday memorized the music and other things. Carrick found a box full of badges and ornamentations and knives for different orders of angels of different gods. And as we went down, we saw lots of places where it looked like there would be rooms, but the architecture just led to a vacancy. We continued all the way to the bottom, where we found a place that was decorated in furnitures and stylings kind of Miris's continent, and we saw a machine, machine that looks like it's being put together with a forge that looks just like the forge we made back home. That's the cold forge that the Dreamer sent us. And during that time, Cassie and RG found out that the rooms were actually there after Gifton had went on a rant of, wait, what if the rooms were actually there? We're in a goddamn thing set up by Miris. Everything's an illusion. Those rooms are actually there. He wouldn't actually delete those rooms. Look at all the care he's taken to the rest of the building. So they found out, yes, the building rooms are there. It's just you have to get past the illusion. We had Telday find out that singing that song from the statue to Raziel made Raziel try to kill Carrick, which upset Carrick a little bit, but Raziel more. Corvus was going to shoot Raziel for that one, even though he was clearly mind controlled during that. Then we eventually decided, oh, we should leave, because my notes from the Dreamer started writing on itself and said that they're going to be there in 10 minutes. And so we decided we should hightail it out. We teleported back to Zaha. We teleported back to right outside the city of Tulia. I believe that's the city, right?
Mhm.
We outside the city of Tulia. We decided, okay, we should have people go inside, get the mounts, get the thing, and then we'll drive out to the Sphinx Temple. Gifton gave her treasured brooch to Cassie to borrow, so that way she could freely move around town and be able to speak the language, because Cassie doesn't speak the language, and her priestess outfit was going to give her trouble in Gifton's mind, so she didn't want her to get in trouble by not being a priestess who could speak the local language. So she gave her that so she could go in, and Gifton pretended to be a pseudo-dragon for a while with Dingus, and the group of them ran into Janoran, who is running around with an actual priestess, which, woohoo, that's complicated. Then
He wants to bring back with him.
He wants to bring back with him. The group got the animals that they desired, got back out, went on the road. We're on the road. We go out to the Sphinx Temple. It took a couple days to travel, and we had to end the session early as we arrived and had dug up the grave.
Okay.
And I think that was everything of importance.
Basically, I'll go ahead and take a heroic inspiration.
Oh my god, I got a heroic for that one. Can happen.
It's amazing, right?
Oh no, I'm at my cap for heroics. This is bad.
Oh, no.
Well, as of this one.
Start playing them all.
Right. This. We will pick up where we resumed. That's not a sentence. Where we left off.
Are you speaking Finnish now? Is that what's going on?
Apparently. Okay.
No, she's speaking Stardish.
Sorry,
that's a bad pun.
Yes. In fact, minus 10 DKP. Yeah.
We've only killed one dragon.
No, you guys killed a lot of dragons in the war. You just don't know it because it's narration.
Say, yeah, we killed a couple, unfortunately.
Right. Yes, we will resume where we left off. You all wait until a quiet moment near the temple to dig up Delal's grave. Within, you find his body wrapped. No coffins or anything of that nature, just a heavy sort of cloth wrapping. Pretty well cared for. It's been done in a ceremonial fashion, but you're able to take it out. You're being gentle with it, I'm assuming.
Oh, very gentle.
Probably a good idea.
Are we doing this here now?
I think so, because we're gonna want to cover this right back up, right? I mean, do you want to haul the body into town and do it? I actually think we should. Like, Heia City is covered with those creatures that smell magic. If you try to cast True Resurrection in that town, I think everything's gonna come looking.
I think we should do it here, but not linger. There may be attention brought to this place.
Are there
for
any
what we're
good
doing.
plants nearby? I could get us away.
Yeah. This is actually quite a lush spot. So you've got a selection of there's pleasant cacti. There's a few sort of trees of the waterhole nature. Just these little
nice,
things.
nice
Yeah.
and tall and
Yeah.
large. That's all I need.
Yeah.
All right. So how about we bring him back, and then I could tree travel us back to that plant outside the Tulia city. Okay. The one we keep going back to. That's a good one, right? If we have to escape in a hurry, only if we have to escape in a hurry. Okay.
Let's cover up the grave first and make it.
Well, yeah, we gotta do that.
Yeah.
But let's pull
Yeah.
the body out and we'll cover up the grave. Okay.
Right. You are able to.
Should we ask if I mean, I guess we're just gonna kind of pray and see if he wants to come back. But you think he'll want to come back, right?
That's up to him to decide. I'm guessing.
Mention you were
He
here to take it back
had
to the
seemed
future.
contented at the end, but if you make the case,
Okay. This takes an actual hour for me to cast.
We should probably move from the direct vicinity of his fin.
now do it directly beside where we just pulled the body from. That's not weird at all.
Let's do it around down the side of these plants over here. This is kind of
And some bushes right beside the grave.
Raz, do you think you could just put up some?
Illusionary work.
Yeah, we could just
Of course.
cover it up a little bit of that razzle dazzle.
I'm not sure I want to now, but
Oh, that lasts 24 hours.
right. Yes, Raziel will cast some very nice illusionary work to obscure things.
Good. Okay. So I'm just gonna. I've got my Ring of Human Perfection on while I'm doing this. I am taking out a 25k diamond, courtesy of loot that was left behind by Shaxan wrote Scala. Thank you, Shaxan.
Our characters would theoretically, if they have the ability to cast True Resurrection, know the limitations, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Then
This is why this was brought up last time when you said that the age thing didn't matter.
Oh, I know. I forgot about that part actually.
Yep, she brought that up.
That's
She-
why I was double checking.
Because I made the case of I should just be casting a goddamn wish spell because there was no point in getting the body because we couldn't do it, and
Yeah.
she
Is
said
it?
the other side.
I'm willing to waive the age thing within reason. If somebody's like extended their lifespan through supernatural means and then they've died because it's been removed, then they're probably too old to resurrect. But like recent death of old age, it's more complicated than that. So
Yes,
He won't last
They-
long. That's why we got the
there's
water.
Yeah.
No true resurrection on Grandma. I'm guessing
yeah,
she said
Lynn
that.
has rather cheated things a bit.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. That's why we have the youth water.
yes.
All right, make sure you have the water ready. He's really gonna get a lot of this very suddenly when he wakes up. Okay.
I'm gonna
Everyone dumps
He's gonna wake
water
up
on
and just be
top
like,
of him. He turns into a baby.
Oh, he's like he's drowning.
We're waterboarding him.
Yeah, we're gonna basically waterboard him.
They're chanting chug.
I could see RG doing that.
Man, I wish we had a bathtub because I'd like to like fill it
Just
full of
fill
youth
it up
water
and just
and
put
then
them
use.
I
in.
mean-
Well, here's the thing: fill it full of as much youth water as we have. Pour a little bit of endless water in, and a little bit more endless water in, a little bit more till it fills it, and then we dump it all into the lagoon, right?
Uh-huh.
I mean-
and then we've ruined Heia's land forever with the youth water.
I mean, you know that Carrick still has pigments. He
Yeah, I
could
know.
draw one. That would be natural.
All right, but anyway, I am casting True Resurrection upon Talal. It takes 1 hour and a gem, which again donated from the Shaxan Wrote Scala pile. I am subtracting 1 of those diamonds.
Okay,
So
right. So I would like to get some things clarified. How far away do you want to be from the temple when you do this? What kind of illusionary work would you like Raziel to cast to obscure things? And yeah, that's basically it.
I'm just looking for intense plant life.
Okay.
It would be great. Just kind of circle us in. I actually don't know how far away his grave was from the place and how far the plants are. I'm erring on the side of towards the plants. So
Yeah. Well, the plants are actually quite near the temple because essentially the temple was built beside a little oasis, and they don't go too far off. You can wander off a bit, and you will find a lot sparser plant life. But I'd say there's a couple of cacti a good distance away from the temple and his grave that you could use in an emergency.
all right, I want to be by those then, because I'm just looking for emergency teleport because it's only if we have to go because we don't necessarily want to abandon the camels.
Mm-hmm.
And
You
I
want to get your
don't
deposit
know
back.
I don't really care about the goddamn deposit. I just don't want to leave them out here because I'd feel bad. So it's like if we don't have to, we won't.
At the very least, you also do know that this area is visited enough. It's a holy site, there's enough pilgrimage here that they wouldn't be left. Someone would notice that they were, unattended.
Yeah,
Someone went in the temple and never came out.
We're leaving them parked someplace. People will notice they're there, but we're moving us towards that plan.
And actually, what Toby just said there is actually a bit of a thing. There are people that do go into the temple and never return, so it's not exactly common, but people in the area know to look.
Check.
Yeah.
Every couple days, kind of give a check out, right?
Mm-hmm.
There, yeah, we will. Like I said, we'll leave them someplace they should be noticed, though.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah.
And making sure to feed.
You can leave them right at the watering hole if you want.
Yeah, we'll leave them right at the watering hole. Make sure they have plenty of num-nums and stuff like that. I'm gonna make sure I don't leave anything in their bags or on their stuff in case we have to leave. And I'm gonna recommend everybody do the same. Make sure you have everything on you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay.
Because if we gotta have a hot exit, we gotta have a hot exit.
Okay.
Do we have any other sort of exits?
Yes.
Right.
And I'm gonna say, but if we get separated in whatever happens, Corvus, take whoever you can through the empty. Try to get to the Sphinx Temple in Julia. Okay, and that's that'll be
a surprising.
Don't go directly there, but find a safe spot that you can think of to dive through.
Right, in that
if
case,
anyone is sticking near me, then that will be my choice of action. I'm going to, unless you need me there with him, I'm going to just hang out at the edge of the illusionary work and keep an eye out.
In that case, Raziel will put up just a general field that makes the spot look like it's empty.
That would be adequate.
Yeah.
All right, and we will do it. Does anybody have anything else to say?
And I can see that boundary pretty well.
Not really from the inside.
I could see it from the outside with True Sight, though.
Well, you don't see an illusion from the outside is the big thing there. So yeah,
Even with True Sight,
you don't see an illusion.
Because of True Sight, you see straight through it. It is not.
Yeah,
I see straight through it, right? Or I don't see anything. That's
okay.
It's just basically it's no one's.
So,
yeah.
You have no idea where that ends.
Raz.
I'm sure Graz will grab you.
Yeah, he'll just sort of point out, don't go past there.
All right.
Right. Okay. Gifton spends an hour performing the ritual enchantment to resurrect Delal.
Okay.
How is everyone else spending this time?
Watch.
Carrick's just gonna
Cards, guys.
Someone has that fucking deck. I will burn it.
Me.
Dingus has it.
I was saying Dingus has that deck.
Dingus has that deck.
Dingus is. I trust Dingus with that deck.
Here's the better question: why would you burn it?
Yeah, it's never
Yeah, you
done
weren't
anything
there.
wrong.
You also weren't there for it.
Yeah, you weren't there for it. Yeah, you and RG weren't there for it. Dingus has people to play cards with.
Come on, Dingus, let's play some cards.
RG is just playing normal ass cards.
I don't think Tilde's comment was in character, unless Hedden was correct me.
No.
So Dingus is not tempted to pull that out.
Oh,
I am tempted to say it in character, but I can't justify it to myself.
Tilde, the Chaos Bringer.
As Gibson is busy, Dingus is actually going to harass Carrick. He's basically getting me some food, nums, treats,
snackums.
please.
When we're done, we can't cook anything that might bring attention to.
He has immediately left you and is now bothering RG.
Snackums.
Snacks, treats, food.
She's just going to go reach up and just start petting his head.
You will accept this.
I'm going to try and...
Sitting cross-legged on the ground with the guards and that, she's eventually going to move him into her lap.
Mm-hmm. And what are you trying to tell me?
I'm going to try and read the Book of Mirrors again.
Okay. Strangely enough, in this time and place, there's nothing in it.
That is not terribly surprising, but...
This is Mirrors' biggest prank.
Yeah, it's just an empty book.
No, it's totally invisible ink.
That's probably what it is. It's probably an illusion that it looks like it's not there.
Mirrors is
In
like,
that case-
take my story, Tilde. Where? What is it? There's nothing in it.
In that case, I will put away that book and pull out one of my own and just start writing, Dear Diary.
Mirrors is a very bad
guess.
writer.
There's a reason why Mirrors needed Raziel.
Okay.
I learned this neat new song. You should sing it around Raz.
Right. An hour passes. Question: did you unwrap Talal before doing this?
Listen, I trusted people to do what they needed to do.
I assumed
Nobody
that
unwrapped
was the
him.
thing done.
I assumed that we at least cut him partway out of this.
Okay. All right.
If not all the way, he should be all. But
At
I
least
would
his face is uncovered.
I needed a face at least,
Yeah.
please.
Okay. So
He's cut out of it, yeah.
for those of you that weren't around towards Talal's end, which is everyone but Tilde, he looks familiar, but you know, age has an effect of doing more than just adding some wrinkles. You know, He's thinner than you remember. Thankfully, he's not long dead. There's very little that's happened to him. But he
How
does
much longer
look
did he live? I don't know if we ever heard of.
100 years.
Okay.
He does look at peace, at the very least. Intent. But the spell triggers. The ritual complete, you see a divine light pass over his body. A few moments pass. Before there is the smallest intake of breath. And his eyes open up.
Oh. Oh.
There's a very slow blinking.
Here, drink this.
Uh,
It'll make you feel better.
what form are you currently in, Gifton?
I am in human gift and form.
Human Gifton
But
form?
I'm speaking ancient
Yeah.
Zahan because I do speak it.
There's a moment where it looks like he's having trouble figuring out who you are. Before his eyes open a little wider, and he's Gifton.
Yeah, it's me. It's me. You remember me?
He he reaches a sort of old, gaunt hand up, as if reaching to touch your cheek.
I'll help him guide it up.
Oh,
Drink first.
Cassie.
I'm in Trixie form.
Are you in Trixie form? Oh, yeah, that's funny. There's a moment of confusion on his face.
I let my disguise out. It's fine.
My dreaming.
All right. No, you're not dreaming. There's Telde and Corvus, and no, you don't know RG. And this is my brother Raz, and this is Garrick.
Did we go through the temple today?
You were going through the.
I have gone through a temple.
You were taking me to the future. I must have fallen asleep.
Oh, you were coming to the future. Good. That's what we came to get you for.
I had the strangest dream.
What'd you dream?
The goddess took me into her arms.
Oh,
And then said, "Get the fuck out."
It was a lovely dream.
you should drink some of this water. Here,
Yeah,
you're very parched.
Yeah. And he will take
Just
the water.
drink all of this water.
Alright,
Here's another glass and another glass.
alright, how much water are you giving him? Like, how big is this?
I'm starting with one water skin, but I'm not forcing it to hold down him. I'm just giving him a bit as much as he'll sip a bit of it, because he's an older gentleman, right?
It is.
So
Yeah.
Here, take this Erlenmeyer flask.
this might be the only water he's getting for a while, but he's getting some water.
He takes a couple of little gulps of this, and man, he's just drunk. It's not quickly apparent, but you think you can see some of those deeper lines fading a bit. Some of the flesh becoming not quite so taut on the body,
Mm-hmm.
That old paperiness fading a little bit. And
Smiles. See, you feel better already. Yeah,
thank you.
Water helps. We've got plenty of water in case you need it. Okay.
What? And he's actually looking down at the wrappings that, were cut away, but he wasn't lifted out of.
Don't worry about that one bit. Don't worry about that one bit. People may have over-exaggerated.
I died.
Things. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Very much.
You went entirely into the daughter's arms, but we're back and you're here.
And then I heard your voice.
Oh, you heard me?
You were chanting and praying.
Yeah.
Beckoning.
We want you to see the future with us, remember?
And I wasn't ready to stop yet.
And there's still good work to do. You know the storm?
Yes. Yes,
You made the portal.
You found it.
Yeah, it's how we got here. We want to use it to protect Hea's people in the future.
Then I must help you.
And we want you to see so many things. There's so many people that you've helped. So many places you've seen. I want you to see all of Telde's brothers and sisters that live in Beacon. And I'll take you into the Fae, and we can go to Faramir, and you can meet Valda.
He smiles slightly, and he just gives you a very gentle little pat, Gifton. Just his hand against your cheek, just that light tapping of fingers. One step at a time. I am not the youngest man.
I can fix that. I mean, I'm so happy that you're back.
And he's looking over at you, Telde. And he just goes, "My dearest friend, how long has it been for you? You look weathered."
It has been some time. I completed the original journey.
And he offers his arm out for you, Gifton, as if to help him stand fully.
Yep. I'll help
And,
him up.
yeah. And he just very slowly walks over towards Telday, and then just sort of gently embraces you, Telday.
Oh. And ships this.
A slight pat, but rather stiff response.
I'm glad that you made it through your journey. You and your friend? Still there?
Not the whole time.
Well, it's good to see you. I'm sorry that I dozed off.
It happens.
How long have I,
A few days, maybe. It's hard for us to say. We had to make a little trip into the Fae and stuff when we got here, and we had to wait for Telday to go away so we could come over. Because Telday was here, and we have Telday with us, and woohoo.
1 tell day is fine. 2 days is
Yeah, there's another Telday lurking around that's not really in the know right now.
forgive me, we've not been introduced. He's looking at you, Archie.
Arju will actually stand up and give a polite bow. I think she's currently in the dark elf thing, so.
Mhm.
She doesn't go up. My name is Archie Alira. I don't normally look like this. This is illusion.
Well, you'll have to show me your true self, perhaps later. I am Talal, and it is a great pleasure to meet you.
She'll offer her a hand for a polite handshake.
And he'll take your hand and give it a gentle shake. Forgive me, I am trying to orientate myself.
It's okay. It's a lot to take in all at once. Do you want some more water?
You should drink more of the water. Or just give a nod.
His eyebrow quirks slightly. More of the water. Really a way to phrase it.
It is enchanted and will make you younger.
We went into the Feywild and stole youth water.
You did.
We
And
have many water skins.
yeah, he's actually hacking, coughing a bit.
Here, take a sip. It'll make you feel better.
At a reasonable rate, I am hoping.
Yes. Do it. Little gulps every once in a while. We don't really know how this affects your species.
Glad to be your test subject, he says with a little smile.
Well, we know it only helped a little bit when we did barrels on a big dragon, right, Carrick?
Yes, but then looks down at self. Mist stuff did quite a bit to us.
You're also a lot younger than that big dragon, so.
yeah.
Are we going to have to pretend you are your daughter's daughter now?
If you so dare.
You remember Cassie, right?
He actually starts to frown a little bit, and then he just points at Cassie and going, "You I guess I am alive and you're alive, so."
It took
Weird
a
things
little bit
happen.
more effort on my half because
She took a lot more divine intervention.
there was a prison break involved in mine.
I don't think it was that fantastical. Your dead body was just kind of dropped at our feet by Miris.
Yeah, and my soul was put in it after he drugged me out of the pit.
Yeah, they've done that twice now. Oh, we really shouldn't be using names. So anyway, Cool. Let's not talk about those things right now.
There's a little bit of caution, Raziel says.
Yes.
And
I forget very easily.
until I was actually gesturing at Raziel and going, and this is
my brother.
You brought your brother to the past to come get me.
Yeah, I did.
He looks like he's trying to puzzle that over.
We also brought a random pirate with us so that he could pick up some women.
Also, we brought
Definitely
actual,
do not say it.
We actually brought actual Denoran with us, not just the fake guys that Carrick was using. Unfortunately, I think he's trying to make it with a priestess right now.
Knowing him,
and this young lady, Echo just waves.
This is Echo.
Hello.
She's an aspect of the dreamer.
Oh, well, it is a pleasure to meet you, young lady. And are you an aspect that I've interacted with?
That she was an aspect of his sibling.
No, she's.
I'm kind of both. I am an aspect of the dreamer's remembrance that my sibling, its sibling's cool.
It's the dreamer's interpretation of the noise of the call of the person outside.
But I'm only as much of an aspect of the dreamer as everyone else here is, I suppose.
Yeah, the Echo's just Echo.
I'm just going to give that nod of, I don't understand what you just said, but I'm just going to accept it.
Don't worry, Carrick's not sure she understood what just said either.
Oh, are we going through the temple? What is happening?
We have to go through the temple in town, so we have to sneak you past a lot of people.
Oh no, my poor students.
They're gonna be very upset, yes.
We
Don't
may
worry.
want to devise a disguise for him.
Yeah.
Well, if he keeps drinking the water,
there's probably like people around that might vaguely remember him, or there might be pictures of him. I don't know.
And I have friends and
rate,
colleagues that knew me when I was young. Yes.
Yeah. I have this, and Gifton's going to produce her magical top hat.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go, if you do a little bit of a flourish, like Gifton's do a slight tip of the hat and put it on her head and say, voila, she's going to turn into the Goliath form of Gifton. And then she's going to pull it off and say, voila, and go, as long as you don't say the keyword again, yeah?
Now you've done that while wearing Ring of Human Perfection, you're actually proper Goliath scale.
Take that! All right, she's going to...
actually looking up to Gifton at this point, going,
So, if you think of how you would like to look, and then say your keyword, and then put the hat on, it should give you a form, and I will lend you my hat for this.
Does this require any form of bonding or?
No, it does not. I think it didn't for me anyway. But if that doesn't work, my brother Raz here is also a extremely skilled illusionist.
We can do you something to at least get you through town. Yes.
Yeah. So if you prefer, we could just do that.
He'll fill over your hat, and he actually looks more curious about its creation than
Don't reach into the hat.
There's bunnies inside.
Bunnies.
I'm gonna show him how to pull the bunnies out.
No.
Were those from here or were those from elsewhere?
Those rabbits are from UNICEF, yeah.
Okay.
Though they are seen on most continents at this point, partly due to their nature.
Probably also due to the fact that Gifton's been everywhere dropping them off.
He will try to mimic the rabbit pool just to see if it works.
Does it work?
It does not.
Huh. Why doesn't it work? Maybe you do have to kind of like attune to it in some way.
Perhaps I shall try, if you would allow me.
Of course.
Are we walking?
Well, we could tree travel, or Corvus travel, or we could ride in the carriage that we brought. What would you want to travel the trees? Would you like to travel the
calmer methods, if you would not mind.
What are the calmer methods?
Carriage shall do.
Carriage will do. All right. We will ride in a carriage. Well, let's.
Perhaps we should sit here for a little bit, so that I can make this work before approaching the temple.
Sounds good.
He's just sort of starts to gently lower himself again, and you can tell this is difficult for him.
I help him.
Yeah, you're going to help him down to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And he's basically going to sit with the hat on his lap. And over the next hour, he's basically just going to give little inquiries into how you've all been. He gazes over all of you with, like, recognition, but it is recognition that has a lot of distance. You are all very, very distant memories for him at this point in his life.
Mm-hmm.
All but Telday. And he goes,
Right back at you, buddy.
What?
You're a
What, where is Jackson?
Gibson, face goes a little down. Checks.
Extended leave.
He pursued his ambitions.
He sought truth too dearly, and his mind has suffered greatly. He pushed himself too far. He is in care.
As I said, the not uncommon story with magical scholars.
It is a sad time. Oh, there's so many people are going to be so excited to meet you. I'm very excited to see you. Oh, here's some drawings from my children. This is them with their new mummy, Razem. You remember Razem?
Razem,
the blacksmith?
There was a blacksmith, wasn't there? Yes. Oh. Yes. I remember Razem. The likeness is uncanny. He gestures at the very badly drawn, children's figures.
Yes. She made her way through the Sphinx temple to me, and we are a family with my husband.
He smiles wildly at that, and I'm so pleased to hear that your family grows. Yes.
Oh yes, it grows. It doesn't know when to stop growing.
That is something to be thankful for.
It is wonderful. I'm very happy.
Maybe he's been taking continuous sips of this water throughout this all of hour, and he is now getting noticeably younger. You say he's maybe lost about 50 years or so, which is a substantial chunk.
I am going to, because Gifton isn't scared of the water.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take one of the water skins out, put some water on my hands, and then apply it to like his joints and stuff. And I'll take any age loss you want to give me on that. I'll try to, so that way he doesn't have to like drown himself in water.
Okay. Give me a 2d4.
All right. So I've got your spare at this point. Yeah,
3 is barely noticeable with your weird druidic nature.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I have to overage to age at this point. So this is actually I will drop dead before I look my age.
But yeah, he's now looking like there's graying in his hair and such, but he looks like a fit older gentleman at this point. And you can see him actually stretching out and looking at his own arms in wonder. I haven't been able to move like this in years.
Well,
that still clicks though.
Oh, that's no good.
Yuri says as she was mimicking the stretching motions and actually made her elbow click.
Oh no. Okay, well.
No method acting.
Hopefully this will make the trip a little bit more bearable.
And perhaps now, you say a act of dexterity?
It's a small act of dexterity and a magic word.
What should they look like?
What would you like to look like?
I've never really thought about that kind of thing.
If you could be somebody different, who could you be?
No, is that rude?
You
No,
put on the
that's
hat
not
and become
rude.
Telday.
I, He closes his eyes as if he's mentally picturing something. There are options. Because I've always been curious about what it is to be like them. The gnolls,
Well, then do that.
Elday's kind. Even, well, your own. The fair skin and so forth. It is distinct look.
Well, this I can facilitate any of those at any point if you wish.
Perhaps something Saharan native would be best, though.
For now.
And
Like I said, we can always explore that later for fun. Because I love changing people's shapes. Gibson says, rubbing your hands together.
And he's going to stand back up with the top hat, and he is going to try to do a little flourish,
Little flourish.
and he does okay. It's a very simple little, spins the hat over itself before placing it on his head, and just goes, oh, what would his keyword be? For the pursuit of knowledge.
Magic.
For the pursuit of knowledge. And suddenly there is a gnoll there wearing a top hat, which is a sight in itself. Clad in very simple but refined looking leathers and linens.
Oh, you look wonderful.
And, a bit taller than he would be normally. And he's actually sort of regarding himself again, and he's going, remarkable, I can actually feel.
Yeah. I'm going to hold the mirror up because I have my mirror. See? You're a gnoll.
Oh, I do not speak as a gnoll, though.
Well,
No.
maybe try to speak very little.
Yes.
This is all for the illusion right now. All right. Here, top hat. Just tuck that away.
Oh, it remains even without the hat. That is good.
Yes, we do not need to wear the hat. So we'll just put this away. We have to use the same words to make the illusion go away, though. So remember those.
I shall.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's get in the carriage and get going then.
And Talal sort of starts to march off towards the temple, and it's that step of somebody that's wary of their own movements at first, but is soon finding, hey, I can actually stride now. And soon enough, he's moving at quite the pace, as if like it feels good to move like this.
Mm-hmm.
And you leave behind Talal's grave, moving off with him towards the carriage.
I'm going to take my ring off and hide in Raziel's pocket.
Okay. Raz will look down at his pocket and just go, happy?
Yep. Happy.
And as you all approach the carriage, which not a carriage in the traditional sense that you guys know, it's more like a sort of wagon with a cloth covering,
Like a Stoda wagon.
Yeah, essentially.
Oregon Trail.
Yes. Talal's
going to die of dysentery.
Talal's puts his hands on his hips because I must have quite starved. I suppose you have any food with you?
Cass digs out one of her rations.
Ah,
Sorry, I don't carry the best stuff, but
I am going to celebrate because my one of our best friends, Talal, is back, and I'm going to cast Heroes Feast.
okay.
I am using up my bowl for this.
Oh my god.
I used up a bowl.
How many more do you have left?
That was my bowl.
It's
Okay.
really awkward
Is that a
watching her
rat
cast that for
Rat-
10 minutes. And
I'm gonna cast it in the wagon. So it's gonna be great. Or on the wagon. So
It's
we'll
just
just
the
have
wagon's
this.
just going to explode with food.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, anyone that wants to partake in the hero's feast can do so. You might have to switch out who's driving for a little bit, but that's no big problem.
There.
I'll drive.
Well, the food lasts for a while, so
An hour.
yeah, an hour, yeah. Yep. So yep, and I'm going to have it be a mix of Zahan food
Mhm.
and food from Barast and some stuff I know Corvus likes.
Do you roll
So-
what?
What?
Do you roll the 2d10
But-
or does everyone roll the 2d10?
I'd say everybody rolls TD10.
I'm laughing at the rest of the two and then add stuff that he likes.
I figured Corvus would like some like sauerkraut and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I and some like potatoes up done. And there's just it's a bunch
yeah.
of eggs for Gifton.
Gifton,
And
sauerkraut is shredded cabbage, not just a giant head of cabbage. But I appreciate the attempt.
but- I just did it like the people did it back in.
Yeah, it's accurate sauerkraut. She knows what that is.
I know what sauerkraut
I
is.
was just making
no.
a joke.
He's
Fine.
being a snob.
This is where we find out Corvus is
Gifton's looking at what she prepared, and looks over and goes, "I'm not that bad at cooking."
This is an excellent feast. You have done better than Carrick.
Yay!
We'll go back to
All
leading the
You're
cart.
trying to start a fight now.
I didn't say that anything about Dingus, so
Right.
we'll be fine.
So, everybody make note. You're cured of all diseases and poisons. You're immune to poison and being frightened. And you have advantage on wisdom saving throws for the next 24 hours.
Yes, and I actually was willing to do this because I figured in his old age he probably had a lot of ailments because old people usually have those, and I'm making sure to clear him out.
Yep. That little hacking coffee seems to have clears away.
Because aging somebody down doesn't mean that the diseases go away. So I'm just gonna do
They
that.
still get health issues.
just like the clearing him out.
Clearing him out.
Purge your toxins, good sir.
Flush
We're
'em.
giving a lot of things to make you go.
Yeah, I'm doing like a pile of Scotch Age for Gifton. There's some sauerkraut for Corvus. There's like some basic meats and stuff how we'd want from Barast, and then the rest of it's all Zahan stuff.
Okay. You can enjoy this feast as you travel. And after the feast.
Ooh, I'm doing egg flour soup.
Okay. You can do that.
Because that's my nod for Raziel and for Dingus.
Raziel just smiles gently at you and will partake in this.
I'm sorry, I'm ignorant to what that is, but okay.
Egg drop soup.
It's
egg drop soup. Okay.
egg drop soup, yeah.
Yep.
Never heard it called egg flour.
At the Asian restaurants I go to, they call it egg flour.
Dingus actually seems aghast at this. You're getting little meeps of what have you done to eggs? What have you done to eggs?
Egg was perfect.
Why are you not around anymore, mummy?
But it's easy to soup up. Look, soup. Now you can dip bread in it.
He seems untrusting at first, but he will try this and he will quickly start eating it.
What you can also dip Scotch egg in this.
He starts doing the usual Dingus thing of like the whole head submerges. You see bubbles coming up through the soup. Okay. You are able to enjoy the feast together.
Back up.
The reasons Carrick stopped doing soup.
It was
Because you got
very
tired
messy.
you got tired of getting Dingus out of the pot.
And as you all journey back towards Tulia, I'm gonna ask, are there any particular things you want to share with him? Any particular things you want to ask him? Or are you going to just enjoy the general company?
I want to bask in happy time for a little bit.
I think just general idle conversation is probably gonna happen.
In Gifton's head, do you want to ask him where he got the inspiration for Forge? If he had an inspiration?
I'm gonna squint at you and go, have you forgotten that he told us that already?
Most likely.
Mm.
Never.
He told us he had dreams of it from the dreamer.
Corvus just rubs his head with his hand.
Gets and just shakes her head like, oh my god, I can't believe you forgot that.
Why? It was 10,000 years ago that he told him.
It was weeks ago for us. Or maybe a month or two. I don't know.
It was a month. It was about
Yeah.
a month more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. In that case, you can just have a general nice, pleasant time. Tilo is very proud of his accomplishments and very eager to share them, but at the same time he tries not to look like he's basking in them.
No, I want to hear.
Yeah. But
I want to hear everything about what he's been up to. This is so exciting.
it does not take much urging to get him to talk.
I want to hear about his favorite students. I want to hear about anything that he's really extra proud of. I'm just excited he got out there with people because he was such a recluse when we left him. And now here he is, the leader of an academy, and he's not like shirking away from touch.
He'll actually laugh a little bit because I'm not the leader of an academy anymore. I stepped down some time ago to take things easier. It's actually one of my former students who is currently the head.
Oh, what's their name?
She is oh no.
It's okay that they give a name. That's fine. Because I'm assuming it's not somebody we're gonna run into.
No, actually I had this noted down. I want this. Her name is Tumia.
Tamir.
One of the brightest minds I encountered. Brighter than me. And I am sure she would do. No, it's true. Listen, I am proud of what I have done in my life, but my greatest pride is seeing it all continue on and get better without me. For as long as it does, I suppose.
It will continue on. Many of your people make it through the Sphinx Temple. We're going to help them. They're going to be okay. We found out the Sphinx saved a lot of people, and they've been waiting for the right time to bring them back out.
Mysterious.
Yes. Oh, it's going to be all right. Don't worry. Oh, it's going to be quite the quandary when we get back, though. We're going to go into the armory. Or not the armory, the vault. The Sphinx's vault.
Oh.
I guess you have an invite there, and we were told by Tammy the Sphinx that we're supposed to go there. So we're bringing you along.
I was invited in the past as well. He just smiles wistfully.
You're gonna do all sorts of things that you've been waiting to do.
Yes, I suppose it's not cheating now if I see it, no?
No. I mean, I think you've done more than enough. So many things that you've done. We passed the tower on the way here.
Oh.
Me and Denoran were sad because it seems like such a great place. I'd love to see it someday. You know, up close.
I wonder if it still stands where you are from.
Probably. A lot of the buildings
find out
do.
when we get there.
Let's not rush it too bad, though.
No.
We can do a lot to help clean up that city and make it nice again.
I suppose it is only right that I go with you to. Well, my legacy may have been buried in the sands, but I suppose it can be rekindled, recovered.
Yes.
And
Do you think the daughter knows that we took you from her heaven?
maybe not. She is no jailer. She does not. It felt like a place that you are welcome to, but there's nothing keeping me there.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad. I wouldn't want to upset her, you know? I love her very much. But we also really need you.
I honestly think she'd be more curious than anything.
No. How did everything go after we left?
Oh, ask an old man about his past, will you? Things went okay. There was anger. Disappearances.
We lost
Really?
you.
Oh, whoops. He goes. Things went okay. There was anger. The disappearances. They caused panic and scares. And when it became apparent it was a work of the dragon, there was war in my time, and I am ashamed to say that some of my work contributed to it. But that is past. It didn't last long, and hopefully it will not happen. Oh, what am I saying?
Well, conflict often finds us in our lifetimes, but that's why we work for peace. That's why we work for kindness, right?
Yes.
Those are the struggles worth fighting for.
It just feels strange knowing how it turns out.
Does it?
Does I have
Yeah.
still, and he's going to drink a bit more water. By the time that you all arrive back at Trulia, Talal is much as you remembered him. Maybe a little bit younger. He is a spry young man.
Oh, spry young Noel.
Well, spry young. He drops the disguise in the journey, I'll say.
Yeah.
But he's going to resume that once you guys approach the gates.
So he's a spry young man. Maybe we should cut back on your water. I hold up. I'm gonna have Raziel hold up the mirror.
Oh,
I guess the question is: has he gone through a full water skin yet, or is he still on the first one?
this would be basically a full water skin for him.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually touching his own face and gone, oh, there's a sight I have not seen in anything but portraits for a long time. Oh.
Now you just got to break the habit of talking like a little old man.
That would be hard, I think.
Uh-huh. Do you want to shave a few more years off, or are you happy where you are?
No. I think I am happy where I am. Oh,
Okay. Now we have a lot of youth water left over.
look at that face. I often looked at my portraits and thought, what a waste that was.
What? You have a lovely face.
The fact that I never put it to use, work always took precedence.
Well, you might have some vacation coming up.
I have a lot of new things to learn.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm gonna have to keep Valda off you. She's gonna be come, young Mr. Scribe man, come learn with us.
This folder, she is attractive.
I think she's dead sexy.
She has a beautiful soul.
She is a very.
She is I believe the term is a leech. She is a soul adhered to her a skeleton body.
Oh. Well, she has got a bright mind.
Oh, she has one of the brightest minds and souls I have seen. She is beautiful beyond
Her
belief.
smile is endless.
Get to the tap.
You're gonna do an illusion of her.
Yeah.
Huh.
Just offhandedly.
Oh,
Remarkable.
Oh, what about oh, my brain just died. Oh no. Luther.
Yep. I'll switch to Luther.
Oh, he is on fire. What? No, hang on.
Yeah. That is Luther.
Where
and
is
then
his head?
He is a Dullahan.
Yes.
Dillahan.
Dullahan.
I don't know this word.
And then there's
It's,
Wilhelm and Otto, and there's a whole bunch of people there. That they're
He would recognize the species of Otto at least.
yeah.
Oh,
But they're people who
wait.
wanted to continue
Wait,
their
wait,
work
wait.
after
Go back.
death.
Go back. The knoll.
gonna show
Otto.
Otto again.
That's.
Yeah?
He's sort of waving his finger. I made sketches. The sarcophagi.
Yeah.
Nod.
Out of character, we know we figured out that they were from Sahad, and
You know, Otto's from Sahar. He is far past Talal's lifetime, but he is from Sahar.
Yeah.
they
that's-
we do
that's
know
the-
they are from this continent.
I
Later,
sketched
Or
something
later,
like
no.
this. I have the but my design notes. I suppose I must leave them.
Yeah, I'm afraid you might have to. But that's Otto. He's one of the many. He's the seat of coin in the land of Faramir. They're there is a city of mages and scholars and such who continued pursuing knowledge long after death, and they all have continued their life in different ways.
I guess I am doing that in a way.
Yes, I have to make sure that they don't recruit you because they will try to keep you forever.
Well,
Chasing knowledge.
there's temptation there, but I must at least meet them.
Yes, you must meet them.
That's
They're
fascinating.
fine. They are fine people. They have a magical incantation in their city that makes it so no matter what language you speak, you understand everybody in the entire city, and you all speak the same
Oh,
language.
I had he starts patting over himself and goes, "But oh no, the things I was carrying with me.
Oh no.
I had made an item that I hoped that would do similar, because I was." He sort of gestures at
Gonna-
Telday. I was going with him, but my coin purse is going to.
going to
Hey,
the one
I
off
didn't
my-
rob him.
Sounds
Yeah,
like
but
you
the
robbed him,
guards
Telday.
the guards that probably buried him probably removed his items.
Yeah.
going to take off the circlet I have. Something probably along the lines of this. You can understand what is speaking, but you cannot speak yourself.
Yes, quite like that. Although I had made a small, small is an overstatement. Sort of little ringlets on the hand that go to a bracelet.
Oh,
Interesting design
I
for it. yeah.
needed a lot of surface area for the enchantment to be inscribed on, but I didn't want to wear a large item on my head.
Understandable.
Wasn't
It's
that
interesting
still
finding
a
out.
thing that was created? The headband of
Yes.
I didn't
Shake.
make this.
Shake
Oh.
shake the thing at Corvus.
Yeah, that.
well, I mean, our comprehend language things are actually like rings and bracelets and small little things that we have, and earrings and whatever. But yeah.
The
Yeah.
difference. So it
May I
seems
take a look at that?
Absolutely.
Of course. Oh, that's
Wait.
nice. We don't have to hold anything back from you now. Oh, I can show you our radio. You'll love that.
We
Re-
should discuss
he
our
probably doesn't
plans.
understand
What
me,
is
'cause I'm
this word?
Okay. It's like a box we have, and each of us carries a small item, right? And the box relays information that we send back and forth on the smaller item. So you talk into the little item, and you can talk to people everywhere else that have the little item because of the box. And it's the radio.
Better sending stone.
Ah,
They didn't have sending stones.
this is a way to talk through a box is
Well, that way you can take it everywhere, and you can go like all the way to Guinness Aflac from here, and still talk to somebody.
Remarkable.
Yeah, have cool conversations.
That's
That's nice. We don't have to hide any of our things from you now because you're coming with us.
We should tell him what we're planning.
I kind of told him. I told him we're gonna go into the city and use the storm to save the people.
If he is supposed to figure things out for us, he should know what he's going to need to think about.
yes, I suppose you better fill me in more detail.
In the future, Gibson looks over at Selde like, "Did you want to say it, or you want me to do this?"
Oh, gesture to, like, go on kind of gesture.
Morgani
this-
loses her mind and does some very horrible things, and it
Morgani makes a
blossom-
major
it
strike.
blossoms out across the world.
She makes a major strike at every holy site in the world at once. And Heya didn't have much because everything that happened. And the people that she had that worshipped her were only in one small spot. And she didn't have that many. It was a small town, smaller than what your town was when it started here. And when Morgani struck at it, Heya blocked the attack. And she took all of the hit for her people because she's a very good girl. And she was dying. She was going to die. So Evos gave himself up for her. And Evos died. And Heya's still not. She's not awake, right? And we got upset, and we got scared, and we thought we should fix it. If we move the people, and we protected them from Morgani's strike, and Heya wouldn't have to take the hit, right? So we thought we'd go into the past and we'd move the people. And then we thought, but what if we could find a way to protect the people better? So we thought we could use the storm. And then we were like, Talal thought of really great ways to do things about the storm, and you'd never even seen the storm. And so we thought maybe you could come help us find a way to use the storm as like a shield. And maybe if we move all the people inside the city, the storm could shield them from the strike. And then Heya will be okay. We just want to protect the goddess.
He looks downcast. Not only does this news of what's happened seem to trouble him, he looks like he's reflecting on something. And you can just see a scowl starting to furrow his brow. He has done all this.
She's so angry and upset and maddened. She killed all of her own people on her continent. The people in Faramir are the only people left. Really, most of the other people of Hexenreich are gone. She burned her own. And we protected the people in Faramir using the stuff you showed us. They're good people, and they were forsaken by their goddess a long time ago. But they're good people. And I didn't think it would go this bad. I thought we could take time and save her, you know? I don't like condemning someone.
No, I understand.
But I can't let that happen to Heya, not because of my weakness. I am sorry. I am so weak, Talal. I have let this happen to your goddess.
Yeah, he just smiles bitterly and goes, "It is not a weakness to take the kinder path. If it is, I am weak as well. Uh, the conflict with the people of Morgai. Yeah, I, uh, I, I could have ended it quickly." He opens his mouth as if hesitant, as if what he's saying is painful for him. I they struck at us when the conflict started. Lots of back and forth, you know. As these things happen, I some of my students, they 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 went to help. They went
Mm-hmm.
to stop people, and I think some of them even wanted to assist their people. You know, they had made ships that could cross the ocean. You know how grand that is for now.
I know. I know how grand that is.
Look at them. It was not only the dragons that could fly to us. It was not only mages that could teleport. We could move people without magic. And I thought that when I lost some of those students, I was furious. I was so angry. They had gone to help, and instead their ship burned, landing on their shores. And I know that I could find a way to solve it for us. And I did. I came up with a design. And it was an abhorrent thing. Did you know that you can code magic to seek out specific things, seek out specific blood?
There is a blade locked away somewhere in the vault that my people were in charge of. And if you stab somebody with it, everyone in their line before them and after them dies.
Oh, I'm not the first mind to come up with something so terrible.
Oh,
I'll be
I-
last.
I had created objects that, once selected, anything within the pattern, you put 4 of them, anything within that area, it seeks draconic blood, and it makes it boil. I could have. Then I was going to recommend plans to put them at the edges of their continent, end the problem entirely. Leave those that weren't following these beasts alive. But then I remembered, and he just gestures his arms to Carrick. Didn't do it.
I'm glad you didn't do it. Because you are a good man to all.
Men would not think of such a thing in the first place.
A man who was in pain.
Man who hurt. But you didn't do it. That's okay. The people of Morgai erected pillars on their land that connect to the Feywild. And they drain the souls and the life of the Feywild and use it to power lights and heat.
I hear that,
other
and I hear
things.
what is happening now, and I wonder even. Sorry, my dear Carrick, but I wonder if I was wrong.
I think.
Even if you did, they would have found other ways, because it's not just the dragons that are doing this. It's everybody who worshipped Morgani in our time. It's
Shaking their faith in draconic kind to such an extent. Oh, I could. But no. No.
Kirk is gonna give him a hug, though.
Yeah, he hugs you tightly back.
As terrible as it is that they have done these things, I am thankful that we have not.
I just cannot stomach the idea of making so many perish for the sake of stopping a few abhorrent evil creatures. Because it's not everyone, it's not all of them, but their acts.
And unfortunately, good things come from bad situations. Good people come from strife. If we change these things, and me and Carrick don't exist anymore, right?
And that would break my heart. Like I said, it was thoughts of you that saved my hand, brought me to reason, and even just a moment of reason shows how terrible thing that would have been. But
You didn't leave that lying around anywhere people will find it, right?
no, the signs, I burnt them, nothing left.
Oh, good.
And I never designed another weapon. And I never will. I will help you save the people, but no
I
weapons.
do not expect you to make a weapon. I expect you to make a shield.
Why me, though? Surely, I know I am halal, he says with a smile. But you have had time and advancements, and surely great minds.
Everyone we know is involved in something that has to be done. We cannot take them from what they are doing.
Also, a good chunk of the smart people were probably in Hexenreich and are dead now.
Out of character, did we also bringing him back forward for the help with setting up the supports for the heavens?
Yeah, we were gonna do that as well, but yeah, that's stage
One
2.
issue at a time.
I was just checking with that.
Let's
so
see if the first thing lands.
But by the way, it feels a little bad the way you're selling it. Like, yeah, everybody else was busy, so we thought we'd be.
No. I'm just saying that we have a lot of great minds in the future. They are busy. Talal is not busy, and I'm gonna say a lot of our minds are busy, and we can't disrupt where they are in their time right now. And
One of them's insane.
And we were supposed to. It sounded like the perfect opportunity to make sure you got to see everything. And I felt bad taking you from your rest because I know you'd done so many great things, but you know so much about the stuff with the Dreamer that nobody else understands. I mean, everything we're building on things that you knew. You were so far ahead of us on so many things. We went different directions than you, but you knew things about this that we didn't.
And it seems the more we talk to you, the more stuff we use every day you made. Or at least came up with the idea.
We could show you airships and things like that travel the seas, and great boats and other stuff. But you were doing such wonderful things here, and
I do not know what touches me more, the the praise to my ego and accomplishments, or the fact that you just wanted me. Thank you.
I missed Salal. I didn't get to see you as much when we were here, but you had such kind eyes, and I loved hearing you talk about things. You have so much passion in your life.
I hope that my years have not diminished it too much.
No, I don't think they have. Your eyes are just as bright as ever, and your soul glows so bright. But we also will if we also have one other task after that we may ask you to help with if you are up to it.
Of
We
course.
must anchor the heavens. Protect them.
No small task for the great Talal.
Oh no, only grand tasks for the great Talal. I mean,
Greatest
there is
task
a
for
reason
greatest
why your
mind.
your name does still mean great scholar.
Oh, God, don't remind me. You know that they were talking about making my name a title when I retired?
It
They did.
is.
I mean, just look at it
By
this
the way, when we get
at
to current day, everyone's probably gonna go, uh-huh.
least
What's your
you
real
didn't
name?
At least you didn't get the title in addition to your name.
Talal, yes.
Oh, I
How,
can't wait to introduce my friend Talal.
how embarrassing.
Yes, from some of the stuff we've also gathered on anchoring the heavens, the work we've all done together that you taught us is part of that.
I suppose with the shared friend we have, and he just sort of gestures vaguely around, it makes sense that it would all come together like this.
Mm-hmm. Also, we saw somebody else with your forge
Yes.
in recent times, the last few days.
Your timeline.
Yeah.
I taught about making such things to a few students, trusted students of mine. We did not have the items required to properly make them, but as a scholarly thought process, it's something that had to be shared, you know?
Of course. But we've seen one in use.
There was that one student, Miril, I think.
Do you have any blue-eyed students recently?
Or a student who is very much in the theatrical.
One whose face was a mask.
I've had many students that have also been academics of theatre. My college has places for dance and stories and.
I
Blend
don't
right
think
in.
he would have directly come in though.
No, I was thinking Morlu.
Yes, that was what I was thinking too.
Very few of those landed in my special classes, though. No prejudice against those pursuits, but I just did not share them unless I could not teach them, you know?
Of course not. Oh.
But there was one student, Tassin, he covered so many bases. I honestly thought that he would go on to become, a lecturer or even what he might be a successor, you know?
Tassin.
There's nothing he could not grasp. But he did have a passion for the arts.
Gonna side glance over
I'm not even looking over there.
side glance stealthily.
Rezio is actually going to put his hands up because if it's my father, then no, you're not assuming it's me.
We would no. You'd say something, right?
He actually looks down and goes, "I would say something if I could remember."
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's not worry about that.
What happened to this Tassin? Left. Yes, he said that he wanted to go see the arts of other lands. Left.
Yeah. Okay.
They do have quite nice arts in other lands.
I
Most land seem to.
will say I was proud of him for pursuing his passions like that, but I will admit I was also immensely disappointed to lose him. It is a bittersweet thing to see students move on like that.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if we say the name in a mirror 3 times, something will happen.
No, I know some names you could though.
A mirror? Speaking to mirror, what?
No.
It's a
I-
old folk tale.
No, the funny thing is when you wave at a mirror and it doesn't wave
Wave.
back.
Well, that happens
Or-
sometimes. I made magical
What?
mirrors that could communicate you.
Oh, okay.
I think she's mean more that your reflection is not your own.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be quite concerning. I guess it'd be more concerning if it waved differently.
I mean, there's also that. Or, if it gives you like 2 thumbs up.
One of my students did postulate that, what we see in the mirrors is not in fact a reflection, it is somewhere else.
Interesting
We've
idea.
seen that.
However, he was one of my art students and wrote no small amount of scary stories.
Oh, I love scary stories, except for when they scare me.
So you do not enjoy scary stories.
Oh, no.
I should have given you one of my childhood books.
What was it about?
Very scary stories from Hexenreich.
Oh, are those all the ones about how the fairies are going to come get you?
Yeah, the fairies and everything that is like taken in a good sense in Baraz, which I've learned recently, is completely not true in Hexenreich fairy tales.
Oh.
They're very
Riveting.
dark and gritty and usually end up in people's deaths. No happy endings.
Well, this is a happy topic.
Happy talk.
So is there anything we should get in
No
town
happy
before we
endings.
head out back to the temple other than, wrangling a Denoran? Was there anything anybody wanted to pick up while we're coming in? Or, any last places you want to go eat or something? Or people you want to see?
I want to pick another
Coffee?
souvenir.
If you would not mind, I would like to visit a couple of shops. I doubt I will be coming back here.
You can take as
Sure.
long as time as you want.
Yep, we can take as long as you wish. This is we're in
Yeah.
no rush. We're not in no rush until we go into the temple.
I have no one hunting me.
There's
Yes.
the rumbling of the cart along the sort of the worn path. It's nothing laid out. It's just might have been the occasional set of stones thrown down to stop a particularly sandy area from shifting about too much. But it's not until you get way closer to the city that there is an actual proper stamped down path made.
Well,
I will say,
Take
partway
out the
through the
top
journey,
hat.
while we're kind of in a safe place for
Mhm.
a while, I'm gonna have used my ring of human perfection for a while, and I will have just sat there with my guitar and just played songs to pass time and sang,
Mhm.
just to enjoy being able to be in that mode for a while, just sing songs and be happy.
Yeah.
Arju, join in on the pan flute.
Unfortunately, like a lot of the songs I know are very kind of Barast
Yeah,
based. Or
Tanao is actually just shaking his head because he still has this sort of elderly thing of like, oh, kids and their noise now.
but I will try to play the few songs I know from
You get
It's a
2
long time.
bars into this one really familiar song, and then you realize, oh, wait a second.
This isn't
I-
under pressure. This
Looks
is
a
Ice
little
Ice
weird
Baby.
right now.
Oh.
I'm gonna sing a little bit of my Lawless Hill songs because I know those. Just kind of move around between things. Have fun.
As you approach the city, Tanao will put the top hat back on.
The other one goes back in the pocket.
Knowledge, and soon enough,
Right, words.
you are pulling up back at the place you hired out the carriage from.
Medicum.
You are able to retrieve your deposits. And do you want to move as a group, or do you want to split up going into a town to get your last bits of shopping done?
I'm with Raz because I'm in his pocket.
Yeah.
So
Nah, you're not
Dingus, Raz, and Gifton are traveling as a unit.
Raz actually goes, I suppose I should get Denoran back.
Good.
Probably
Not respond.
Good luck with that.
It may be best if I do as little wandering as necessary, given
Yeah,
Why
you
did-
do look like a Sphinx Temple guard.
Why don't you put just another illusion in there?
it would be a waste.
You could put a more mundane illusion over this illusion.
Add a mustache. There you go.
Raz actually grinning a little. I've actually had to put disguises over disguises before, being disguised as someone that's a master of illusion, and having your illusionary self having to cast an illusion to fool people into thinking that it's someone else, but you want them to have to hint of who you are.
You can layer disguises.
And if
Very
you're
helpful
very
all
good at
time.
things, yes. Yes.
Hmm.
Just make the timer look something else.
I will attempt to use the hat to do so.
Okay. If you want to cast Disguise Self from the hat, it will in fact overlay and interact with this illusion that is part of the hat's base. And you can make the appearance, well, whatever else you want to in the confines of Disguise Self.
I'm just going to add some normalish, I guess, robes.
Mhm.
So essentially just throw almost cloaks over top so that it's just look generally normal, shouldn't attract as much attention.
There you go. You look quite the pilgrim now.
So, Denoran.
Denoran. Yes, let's go see what he's done. and
Hasn't done.
the dog goes, I will
Ooh,
come with you,
has
and
he done?
perhaps I can show you some of my. There's a couple of stores I want to hit up. I want to take some scroll work with me. And
Talal,
yes.
you don't have any money.
Oh my, that's right.
Gifton's gonna peek out of the pocket and motion over at Dingus.
Mimi.
And then sneak back out of the pocket.
My god, we're selling dingus? Wow.
Dingus.
Dingus
is.
knows that he has a bag
Dingus
full
is,
of gems.
Dingus is gonna like start. His head cranes back. He starts opening up his saddlebags, and then he's just starting to toss gems out at Talal.
Shing, shing.
You know the way a bird
Oh,
tosses
God.
items.
Yes.
No.
Made it off, and Talal was now having to like pick up gems that are hitting the ground.
Yep.
You may need to promise him food in order for him to stop.
We will get you that special treat. Yes, Mimi.
All right. Talal can have 300 GP worth of gems from Dingus.
Are you telling Dingus that?
Yeah. I'll
Dingus
pull
does
up
not
and
know
do
what
that
this
at
amount
Dingus.
is.
That's
Dingus.
the only 3 gems in there that aren't the big one. I'll tell him not the big
one.
one.
Okay.
Not the big one. The big one's 25k.
Okay.
Just for Dingus, just like say 300 eggs.
Okay,
And just lay
in that
out
case,
all these eggs.
You want to know what happens?
Yeah.
Dingus pulls out the big gem, which he then
And then
stuffs
gives
back
it
in,
up.
which he then stuffs back into the saddlebag, and then he pulls out the coin purse that was holding these gems, and
Oh,
he
no.
just shakes it.
Oh no, money comes out.
Oh no!
Oh no. How did you have this much money in your bag? All right, I'm going to assume you did not have 27K in the bag with the gems. Okay, it was. Oh wait, is it the component pouch? We're okay. It's the component pouch. It was just the gems. It's okay. It's just gems. It's okay. It's like okay, good. Whew. The bag of holding had the diamond and the 27K, so we're okay. We're stealing from Shack Sam right now. Is what we're doing.
There might be. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Jackson may not be with us in
magical
person.
component
but-
pouch. All the magical components are just dumped out. So it's like feathers and ash and whatever else.
Bat
crap
dung,
within the
you know.
component, that, and then there's a pearl and 2 gems.
What a remarkable little collection.
Like bones of a mouse and shit like that. You know, all the weird crap people put in their components pouch.
He will very gently like try and take the pouch from Dingus, who will let it go, and like Talal's just gonna like pick things up and put them back in. Thank you, my little friend. Here, have your bag of things back. Right,
Does Talal understand anything other than ancient Saha?
No.
you don't know that.
Well, that we know of.
Well, any questions I would have asked would have probably not been
I am active.
So.
I am going to be actively trying to hide in the pocket.
Mhm.
So I am going to take out a potion and I'm going to drink it while I'm in the pocket. Thus reducing my size by half, and then I'm going to do a stealth roll.
Oh my god.
I am hiding in this
Just at this
pocket.
point?
I have become a quirk. I get advantage.
Have you been watching the latest Ant-Man movie and just really want to reenact
All right, I am
parts of
going
it?
to. I am going to see if I wheel or woe. 1 second. This is to see if it's even. It's wheel. If it's odd, it's woe. If it's odd, I don't get to give myself an extra bonus. But you know what? I'm not satisfied with that roll, so I'm going to use a card, and I need to get rid of one anyway. So I'm going to do this one because I don't like doing damage to people, and I'm just going to re-roll that last thing because I find it really sad if I didn't do better than that. Okay, apparently 24 is the best I get for stealthing that way. But that's what we get.
I will tell you, with no one actively seeking you, you're probably good.
Yeah, probably good. I am not noticeable in Raziel's pocket.
Raziel actually panics every now and then because he can't feel you there. He's like,
Every once in a while, just slaps the pocket.
Talal, I'm gonna be speaking quietly, but I'm gonna try. I don't know if you would have had a spell on, so I'm just gonna start with regular language, regular Brast, and see if he.
he gives you a perplexed look.
Okay. That's a good time to cast this. I probably. Do I just...
Corvus clears his throat and looks at Talal. And in Dwarvish, Talal, does this language seem to have any recognition towards you?
He also gives you a perplexed look, but it's accompanied by a squint, and you hear him like repeating a couple of like syllables that you uttered. There's like, what is he saying? There's a couple of little sounds there that are familiar, but
Oh, great. That lasts for 3 hours, by the way.
nice.
In his head, no, that won't work either.
No, that won't work either.
Yeah.
I like to think in his head. I know that won't work either.
Because you had to have a language that we understand mutually.
Raziel is going to start heading off to last known Denoran location. Along the way, however, Talal will divert a couple of times. And he's happy for people to come with. In fact, it seems quite eager to,
show things off.
I will follow Talal.
One of the places he goes is essentially a Saharan bookstore of sorts. It's not physically books, but there are scrolls and devices in there. In fact, these devices look quite similar, if a bit more basic, to the map you guys have.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about the little projectory thing.
The little projectory thing.
Okay.
And he immediately starts requesting like really specific literature and so on. Some of which are delivered in bundles of scrollworks. Some are in these essentially stacks of vellum that would mimic a book. They're just bound very, very roughly, you know. And a couple are these strange devices. And this proves to be quite an expensive purchase on his part, but one he doesn't seem to think twice about doing. And once he has all that, he reaches for a bag on his hip, which isn't there. And he curses. Because, do any of you have...
Archie's just going to calmly take the haversack off her shoulder, open the top, and go, drop it in.
Marvelous. And he'll put his stuff into your bag.
We should just give him. I'm probably later gonna give him Shaxan's bag of holding and stuff. Yeah.
If anybody wants to buy any Saharan literature, and there's different varieties here. There's scholarly works, there are stories, and so on. This is apparently the place to do it. They do also.
You can't understand the language though written, right?
I can.
You can.
Archie is going to buy a couple steamy romance novels for Marissa, knowing full well Marissa does not speak the language.
I'll tell you what, they have a lot of steamy romance novels. They're very popular in Saharan culture for some reason.
Oh man, get one for Gifton because you know I read the steamy romance novels.
She will pick up and she's picking up she's asking what is the hottest, like, trashiest ones they have, like, not in the exact words, but just basically
what's the real
steamiest.
yeah.
The best part is
Any
Gifton
with
thinks
the
these
big
are actual
bubble boom?
novels. It's just the only literature people give me for recreational reading is trash.
This is folk that's running the store who you think might be female just based on how fucking big they are. Gives you a 2-figure in an RG, and will actually for it to come from under the counter in this place, it must be some hot stuff.
The greatest person.
2 copies.
Yeah.
It's the body romance of a Zaharan fisherman and an evil dragon.
It's actually the priestess and the knoll.
Oh jeez.
Oh my. Hot tuft.
Yes.
This world and this era's equivalent of the lusty Argonian.
Yeah,
The
basically.
priestess in the knoll has survived to our days. Something very different.
Right.
And
Yeah.
also, for the previous ones, we can read it as long as we're touching it. We have comprehend languages.
I like to think that you get handed the priestess in the knoll, and the lizard lady is looking over at Talal, looking back at you, looking at Talal, and eyebrow waggle.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a lizard man too. Oh, fuck.
Well, I'm just saying that Talal's the knoll right
Yeah.
now,
I know,
and
yeah.
Argie's a tiny little drow, which is actually shorter than
Yeah.
Trixie.
Yeah, you do actually get eyes from her when she hands these over, RG, and they just shift to Lal.
Wow.
Just no.
I think you'll enjoy this.
It's for my wife.
I think you will both enjoy this then.
Just give a polite nod.
And right, yeah. Basically, if anyone wants to buy anything, if you spend 5 gold pieces equivalency, which guys, you could technically spend the currency here. You just might want to mar it because it's gold.
Scratched up. Yeah.
You just don't want it to be identifiable as
Money that isn't money yet.
I'm pretty sure Talal's gonna have change. No, he's not gonna have change. He bought some expensive shit. Never mind.
or you end up telling the Sphinx card you need to go make some collections and swaps.
Yeah.
On the plus
Oh,
side,
actually, you know
we
what? No,
still have-
Talal will take you guys to a money exchanger. That is one of the first things he will do because he knows where to go to do that.
because they getting change back from the one.
Yeah, so he will swap out the gems for that amount of money. See how much money that is. Goes. Oh, I don't need this much. So yeah, you guys, if you want to swap out gems for currency, And in the future, you know that this currency, even if people go, this isn't authentic, it's still its weight in gold.
Yep,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
why I still have almost 4 plat worth of money with me.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
How much can we exchange reasonably?
If you want to do it at one spot, I'll say you guys can get about 1,000 gold worth between all of you. If you want more than that, you will have to go to other locations.
I will forego that if people want a higher ratio.
So 5 of us versus 1,000, so 200 each.
I didn't bring that much with me.
You bring 200 gold with you?
No.
Would we have known that you guys were going to be able to hit the money changer before we split up?
Yes.
Let me do a quick math. All right, how many people do we have from the present?
I
Aye.
Are
How
you
many
counting
number?
Raz or
I'm counting
or
in
Echo?
Denoran. Denoran and Echo.
Eight.
So
10.
Yeah.
10.
Don't count Raz.
With
He
Denora.
doesn't seem interested in getting anything.
Then 9.
No, I'm doing the split. Okay, every person from the present is being allotted by Gifton from the bank that was Shaxan, which a lot of this money was mine anyway, because I gave Shaxan a bunch of money. So I'm redistributing the wealth here. Everyone can take 2,700 gold from current time. So 2,700, and that is also including Denoran and Raziel.
I have a question. Do
And-
any of you have heat metal?
I do.
I
Can't remember.
could, but that would cause all
Reach.
sorts of trouble.
Why? Are you referring to your gun?
Yes, using wide load in this area.
No, I am
We
asking
have
about the spell.
We actually have the
The
box
the
also,
rod.
the metal melter. But I have the spell
Oh
heat
yeah,
metal.
Shax
so-
had that, didn't he?
Yeah, but I have the spell heat metal if we. Want to
I
do
will
that,
say, if
so.
you've got things like that, it is not hard to mar these coins so that they are just lumps of gold.
Can I just lump them all really quick?
Yes.
Since we knew we were going to do this ahead of time, I'm just going to lump all the money really quick, and then you can go trade that in. But that's how much money lumped I'm giving to everybody. That's marred money. Okay, it's 2,700 each.
So, going
And I'm
into
just
special
flat
bag.
saying everybody's getting it just because I'm being really even about it.
Razzie, I was like, thank you for my pocket money.
So we have 2,700 gold that is unmarked.
Yep.
Yep. Cap.
And we can get 1,000 gold changed.
In
Into Saharan
In-
coins, yes.
In Zahan
Yeah.
coins, yeah.
Yeah,
Who's number,
Hey,
who's number 10?
Denoran and or
No.
Echo and or Raz.
Okay, because there's 6 of us.
Lol,
Raz,
Denoran,
Echo.
Echo.
Oh, so Talal's in the amount getting money? Okay, I just wrote down that.
Oh,
well, would be 10. Yeah.
Okay.
I was basing it off of we were doing 8+1 castings earlier.
That's
in
including
Orange.
Dingleberry.
Dingus. That was including Dingus.
That's why. Yeah.
I am assuming Gifton and Dingus are just gonna lump their money together, so it's fine.
Yeah. In
So
that case, it'd be just
I'll-
9 people from the future.
Well, I'm giving it from. I'll give Talal money too because he's gonna need it in the future. So he's just gonna get part of this big pile. Since we did that ahead, can I have given him Shaxan's bag of holding and backpack?
Yes, if you so please.
So he has something.
Yeah.
Jackson
do that,
didn't
so.
have a bag of holding.
Yes, he did.
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just using the
I had both.
quiver
No.
only.
The quiver had
he
all
has
the
a-
ammo and the other weaponry in it, the bag of holding and everything else.
Yep, I
Okay.
have his gear up right now for what he had because I received the gear. Yeah,
Okay.
so Shaxan's bag of holding is going with him, and his. I'm assuming he had to have had a basic backpack because there's no way.
Oh,
So yeah,
yeah.
I'll move all my things.
I'll say, as you're moving through the city, there is clearly mourning going on. You see banners raised up that weren't there before. That appear to be a sort of deep shade of red. This might just be their sort of color associated with death. You're not sure. And the city's generally somber, not all over the place. Like a lot of the merchants, such they're like it's sad, but life goes on. You know, Delau was great, but doesn't affect my day to day. But there's clearly a different atmosphere overall here.
It's like if someone important dies, it's
Yeah.
flag half staff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did you say it was 1,000 per person?
I wrote in.
No, for the conversion
1,000
that we can
Sahara.
confirm.
No, if you want to just go to
Right.
one exchanger, it's 1,000 gold is available total at that person.
Total. Okay.
If you want more,
That's
you'll.
what I'm saying.
It's not hard to visit more places. I'm just saying you would have to.
Yeah.
This is just a place Talal decided to go to.
Who is exchanging? Is anyone not exchanging? Question.
I
If-
will.
If Talal was still allowed those gems, he would.
Yep.
But at the same time, he doesn't want all of the gold, so that will get handed out essentially.
I think since I can't speak the language, it may be more prudent for me just to have chunks of gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You also find it's not hard to spend these chunks of gold. It's just it slows down the payment process a bit because some of the merchants want to check its weight. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And an individual who is mute. So. Ew.
But if you guys, there's no real time pressure. Talal is not recognized, and when he does speak, he basically just gets the remarks of, "Oh, you're very well spoken for your kind," and that kind of thing, you know. And you seem to be unaccosted by anything. In fact, it might be that the city in mourning is actually helping a bit because there's a lot of guard displays and so on, and there aren't patrols, there aren't anything of that matter. Even a lot of the city's magical, like seeking beasts and so on, seem to be clustered near the university. The city is very easy to navigate right now. It does cause a couple of hiccups. There are a couple of stores that are closed up. That I wanted to visit one place that he says basically just has a tendency to serve like really good food, and it was a favorite stop for students from the university. That is closed.
He's really bummed out.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, I guess they went to pay their respects to me. It's nice, but I
wanted food.
I wish they had paid respect to my tummy."
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. And essentially, you guys can buy whatever you want. If you want to buy an array of things, you can get stuff boxed out, put into magical bags. You can buy bags of holding in the city. Until late into those era, not actually hard to get. So if you want to buy assortments of cloths or clothes or just items, art, reading.
Cass is buying about 100 gold worth of books.
Okay. Right, the scrolls and stacked things run about 5 gold each.
Yeah. Cass is going to buy about 20. They're going to the library,
Yeah.
which will be for an interesting read.
I mean,
For
you
people
have
who could read Ancient Sahad.
So you have 2 in town for sure right now at this moment. It sounds like there should be a third.
Yeah, 2 people that could read it right now. Technically, Kara can read it because we both would have learned their language. It makes my time a lot easier.
I'm gonna be the really annoying customer and not actually get anything, but I'm gonna chat up people to learn more about them.
Okay, you can learn about people till they you can learn that they really wish you would buy stuff. Some of them seem a little annoyed that the lengthy conversation has led to you just going goodbye.
So Archie's going to buy a couple outfits for both her and Marissa.
Mhm.
She's buying kids' clothes, like for the little ones.
Okay, yeah,
And like
Aw.
stuffed animals, that sort of thing.
yeah, you could do that just fine.
Toys, get toys.
Yeah, that too. Toys.
It's
Like card
half-
toys and all sorts of
it's-
fun toys.
It's almost tempting to try to get a kids book used to learn.
Oh,
to talk.
something that I think some people might be interested in and might not come to mind immediately is there is a couple of places that specialize in essentially holy items. Little shrines, little amulets, and so on that are.
Any that would count as a
Aw.
holy symbol by any chance?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, because I've been waiting to go back to my type to pick
What
one up.
what form of holy symbol would you like? Would you like a necklace? Would you like a brooch? Would you like that? Talal talked about having this little hand translation device, and it seems that kind of wear is a commonplace thing in this time. You do actually see holy emblems worked into what essentially no, usually don't describe it like that. God damn it. Yeah, sort of. Everyone remember the gold hand devices
Oh,
from Stargate? Yeah.
the ribbon
Yeah.
ones?
Yes. And that kind of thing. You got something that focuses on like having a symbol in the palm, which is a bit odd, but you could see like this symbolism of that, or even there might be some priests that are more militant, and that is actually a good thing to have. There are some that have them worked into the back on these nice plates that run over the back of the hand. There are even some smaller holy symbols that are worked into rings and the like. You're not sure how effective for channeling that would be. But on top of that, there are statues, there are shrines, there are a whole bunch of different works.
Carrick
Even just holy art and
actually-
banners and so on.
Carrick's actually going to be using communication through cast because he can't. Actually, no. Screw it. This time he's using his tongues.
Yeah, I was going to say, if people don't want to cast tongues themselves, Raziel would assist it on this day.
I have one casting per day. I will actually use it.
I didn't have it prepared.
I have it as a
Why
racial.
didn't you prepare it? You knew we were going into the. We've been in the past for several days.
Corvus, if you wanted to have prepared it, I would allow it.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, you can always borrow Cass's hairpin.
I don't have hair. I'm a lizard.
Okay, they're 5 gold. I was trying to figure out how much a holy symbol is because I couldn't
Put
find
it in the
God.
frills.
I guess.
Put it on your tongue.
And that only does comprehend language. That doesn't let you talk.
That holy symbol cost
Yeah.
might vary based on what form you want it in.
Yeah. Well, everything changes with me, including non-magical, so I won't risk breaking stuff. That was my first concern with the rings. Actually, Carrick's... Carrick would actually do an amulet on not amulet, a brooch. Brooch is the one that holds folk together, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, right. You can get a very nice amulet, which oh no, I'm not going to link the holy symbol because it would require me opening up the clip file and saving that, so I'm not doing that. But yes, I do have
The
it.
standard 5 gold, or is it a different?
Amulet is going to cost you 7 gold.
7 gold. Okay.
Are you
I'll
doing
pull
this
that up.
because you're 60 Heya?
Yes, I am a
Mhm.
priest of Hea. So I need a holy symbol to use the
Yep.
spells. So
For his part, Talal is actually going to buy something in there as well. He is buying what looks like to just be a really nice sort of altar cloth. Just seems to be this sort of purple and golden silk with yes, yeah, something that goes over an
Right.
altar.
yeah, my brain was using the other term of altar,
Mhm.
and it was like the cloth changes. How expensive is that?
Corvus will do 2 things.
Mhm.
He will look for like a reagent shop or medical herbs or potions if that's
Yeah,
a
no,
thing.
those do exist. Yep.
And then he's going to go back to the library in the temple. And if Echo wants to join him there, that would be good.
Okay. You can go off and do that. Are you looking for anything specific in there?
Yes.
What is it?
He's just kind of going to absently walk through the aisles, and his absent-mindedness is more focused on the periphery of his visions to see if there's any concentration of activity or if there is an area of slicing. He's just being curious.
Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
You can say with pretty good confidence that there is no evidence of any slicing or anything like that. As far as Corvus would think of it, this area is clean.
Yeah. Out of the peripheral stuff, the thing that kind of dances around on the edges of his vision,
Mhm.
he's thinking that if there is this wealth of knowledge here, is there a particular book or scroll or literature that kind of may have an esoteric leaning towards, and then may have like this conjugation of these peripheral creatures?
Okay, so what I would give Corvus, I would actually like a separate perception check for the peripheral stuff, because I think
Okay.
that, the more you pay attention
no,
with
that's
investigation, the harder it is
Yeah.
to.
Yeah,
I
he's just
start
kind
if I
of
do it at disadvantage, right? Because you're trying to perceive something that you're trying to not perceive.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to not focus
Yeah.
on it.
In fact,
but you're trying to
give,
focus on it.
let's give it a disadvantage. But I'm going to give you a lower DC than I would normally.
You're trying to look
yeah.
at something that you're not focusing.
You're basically trying to do the art of no mind, which is
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah. Okay. Disadvantage.
Mhm.
I may spend a card depending.
Okay, if you want to spend a card to, if you want to spend a card to make it normal by giving an advantage, and then you could
Yeah, I can
re-roll
do
it if it
that.
goes bad with another card.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do that. So that's the advantage. So normal. Perception.
Okay. Was that a
No,
wait?
that's good. That's good. That's good.
I was gonna say it's a pretty good roll.
That was happy noises.
Okay. So one thing that Corvus will notice is these things are everywhere. There's very few places in the world that you don't see these things on your day to day. However, you feel like somehow it's less, and not just in this library, but in this city. And what you don't really see are any of the massive ones. Like every little oddity that you see in your periphery is well, almost harmless feeling. None of it really feels like it's watching. None of it's really foreboding. And there aren't those gigantic monstrosities that you now know are deceased archangels and so on. None that you can see around here. And that does feel weird. However, trying to see if there's anything gathering, congregating, there is a spot on the shelf where there is a gathering, almost. I see little blobs of darkness taking up corners above a certain shelf, within the corners of the shelf itself.
Corvus break his absent-mindedness and look at the tome.
There's
Shelf.
there's a section of stuff here, and what you are looking at are essentially works that look like they are detailing the other lands. Most importantly, the other faiths and religions. These stacked scrolls. Some of them seem to be focused on, there's the greater majority. There's very little in the way of Talan or Lan or so on and so forth. The greater majority seem to be Ilan, Morgani, and Miris. And there's a decent amount for Imor as well. The other gods are very underrepresented.
It's strange that Mayuri and Hevos don't have a strong representation.
There's a reason for that right here.
Uh-huh. The daughter is greater.
The Corvus is going to
They're actually incorporated into a lot of the faith work for the daughter herself. So
yeah, they're not separated,
Uh-huh.
right?
Corvus is going to take the scrolls. The majority, that is Morgani, Ilan. Is it
Just
Ilan
grabbing
or
a,
more?
you're just grabbing a massive armful. of
Morgani,
scrolls off the
Ilan, Miris are the majority, and there's a decent amount of Imor as well.
Okay, so Morgani, Miris, and Amor.
Okay, leaving the Ilan stuff.
Leaving the Ilan stuff.
Okay.
And in those scroll works, and again, this is just his over analyzing things. He is going to peruse them, but he's looking for also patterns, similar to what the Azov showed him. Some sort of maybe interconnection between some of the scrolls. That if you, it's him going down the rabbit hole, right?
What's that one really bad film about recognizing the number patterns to foretell?
A Danger? Yeah. It's the one with
Was that Nicolas Cage?
Nicolas Cage,
Yeah. Happening.
The Happening.
You're trying to happening this.
Pretty much.
Okay. Corvus.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to ask you this. Do you remember the name of Talal's missing student?
Oh shoot. I do. Yeah, I was saying it over and over in my head.
I wrote it down.
Because your answer to this is going to define whether I give you advantage or not.
Am I allowed to help him?
It will take away the advantage.
Oh, okay. I won't help him then.
I was reciting the end of my head.
This is
over
why
and
you
over
take
again.
notes.
I didn't write it down because I didn't know how to spell it.
It's very easy
That's
word
why
to
you
spell.
phonetic it.
Yeah. No?
Or spell it as close as you can.
Talk.
Tell Miris to It was a T and then it was an S at the end. That's what I can remember.
Okay, someone help him.
Oh, fuck.
Tassin.
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 Fuck.
Yeah. Alright. Okay. Yeah. No advantage, I'm afraid. But you can give me an investigation check as you notice one of these is actually written by Tassin.
Let's see if this works. Yeah. Nope.
Okay. You start going through it and nothing amazing.
Perfect.
And that frames so well on stream. Okay.
Doesn't it look great?
Yeah. Corvus,
I'm immediately re-rolling that.
you're rolling that? Okay.
Yeah.
There go all your cards.
Yep.
Okay. Tassin has definitely written this in such a way that you are convinced, Corvus. That's not good enough to break it, but there is a pattern in this. You think this scroll work of his, which is a scroll book, basically is essentially roughly translated like the faiths and practices of the people of Miris.
Mm-hmm.
This is written in such a way that you are convinced there is some kind of code in this.
He's going to quickly bundle that up and find the nearest priestess or attendant of this library.
Okay, there is actually a priestess that just seems to be like reading herself. She's near what you would assume would be a sort of clerk's desk here. And she sort of looks up as you approach and goes, "Can I help you, my child?"
Tongues. I need to touch her.
Like I said, Raziel was casting tongues on you as yeah.
Yes. I was wondering if there could be an arrangement of a copy made.
A copy? Of what work, Mercy?
This.
Certainly. It would take a few days, but for a small donation, we could arrange that.
That would be very much appreciative, and I want to stress something very important. Exact copy.
Exact copy. You're wanting it down to the handwriting?
Yes.
More than a few days, then. If you give us a week, we can probably give you as near exact a copy as possible.
That would be very much appreciative.
If you would not mind making a small donation to the church in return.
Corvus doesn't understand money that well. He never understood money that well. He's just going to pull. Where would you like me to lay this with you?
We have a donation box just over there.
He will walk over to it.
Okay.
He will empty it. This is how donations work.
He puts 400 of the lump gold in.
Okay. She hears this and like, are you obscuring the few? Are you trying to show off?
Oh, he's not. He's just putting it in.
I like to think
at
he
first
has
she
to take in the bag. He just pours into
at
it.
first she thinks you're just dropping a lot of like small denominations in, right? But as the sentence goes on, she sort of like leans over a bit to look what you're doing. And she goes, oh, hey, please, a small donation is all that's needed.
He turns again. Exact copy.
Four.
The worst.
Poor
How-
Priestess. This is
just-
the weirdest thing that's happened
I
on her ship.
shall get one of our most talented scribes on it for you.
He will
Just-
bow. Thank you
just-
kindly.
Curiosity, how big is this scroll?
It's a collection of scrolls essentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it actually is about accurate time to actually do for like one of us to copy. It would
Yes,
probably take
yeah.
about the same. Okay.
Yeah, she's giving an honest thing of like, this is work.
I was more wasn't sure if they had like a list of people that they have to transcribe for so that they would take time. Because I'm like, I could copy
They
this if
do, but they can shift who's on what,
and probably are after that.
Yes. They're,
So who's no longer on first?
Corvus is doing this thing that we call threatening somebody with money.
do you want to T-pose at her as you leave?
No, he just dumps the money, turns to her, and says, "Exact copy."
The last time this kind of money got thrown at somebody in a game that I was in, we got scared, blew out the shuttle bay, and flew away.
Right? Yeah. I know that. Yeah.
Yeah. You are threatening with money right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay, you can do that, and Echo just goes, "Oh, what a nice thing to do."
Oh, Echo doesn't know better.
Right, but yeah,
Learning from the best.
she will actually move off to get that arranged for you right now.
And he will. Is there a way that you can get in contact, or should I just arrive within a week?
If you come back within a week's time, it should be done for you.
I appreciate
Unless you want us to send somebody to an address.
I do not have an address at the moment.
Well, you can either come back for it, or you may come any time during the week and tell us where you would like it.
I think that can be arranged. Thank you.
And daughter's blessings with you.
I just have to say, because of the voice he's using, I'm just expecting to go, "What's your name?" Bat Dwarf.
Okay. In the meantime,
And he will
Time.
continue perusing.
Time.
Giffen. At some point, Raziel just sighs a bit, and he's going to cast a spell work on you. You are now telepathically linked.
Mhm.
And he's just going, okay, you've got a small obscurement spell on you, so if you want to peek out, tell me what you want.
Okay.
And you are able to shop through Raziel if you so please.
Okay.
I've been tempted to cast the telepathy on the group, but I don't think that would be a great idea.
He's also just going to say, if you wanted to come out in your own form, I could put a disguise on you.
What would you disguise me as?
I would disguise you as the sweetest little lizard folk.
Huh?
You don't want to look like a lizard?
I'm fine with looking like lizard folk.
Then I can disguise you like that if you want.
Think about how much your son would love to see that.
But honestly, I
Yeah,
can
I
make
think
you look like whatever you want.
I think I have to wait for the potion to wear off.
Oh no, how long does that last?
I have no idea. So I thought this was supposed to last a couple minutes.
It's been a good hour so far.
Yeah, that's no idea.
Maybe it's permanent.
I should say maybe it's
What?
Oh, you don't know, do you?
Why would you let me drink something like that?
I didn't know you were drinking it.
I know Gifton's claim to fame as being a tall brownie is gone.
Now she's the smallest brownie.
Now you're gonna find out that what the reason it's lasting so long is it's supposed to be taken externally,
I
not
haven't
internally.
found Denoran yet.
Well, he wasn't at the cafe he was at. I suppose we need to ask around. Oh dear. Right.
I know he. But we will of course at some point with the money procure a bag of holding and some stuff that we both agree looks nice.
Uh-huh.
We aren't gonna buy a bunch of kid stuff because my kids are fucking spoiled lately. And they got current day Zaha stuff. They've got current day stuff from Furamir. They got fancy stuff from Winden. They don't need past stuff. If we're getting anything, it's going to be like nice paintings, tapestries, and rugs and stuff like this up the house.
Yeah.
So we'll do that.
I have a question, real quick. Like,
Mhm.
is this? Are you using paper at this point here, or are they using vellum?
It's vellum.
Papyrus.
It's
or
vellum.
papyrus,
Yeah. So
And
What's
Vellum
the
does seem to be
cost?
the latest and greatest thing.
It was papyrus, wasn't it?
Yes,
I
it
think
was
papyrus
papyrus.
was here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you still see that a lot. Like, papyrus is still fairly commonplace, but Vellum does seem to be a recent-ish development.
Mhm.
And is, in fact, double the cost of standard.
And how
Popper.
about papyrus? If I go for papyrus, is that
Papyrus will be normal cost, yes.
Okay, thank you.
I'm more or less going to make sure that we get something tasty while we're out.
Okay, you can sit down and have a nice bite to eat. Why does Raziel keep sneaking things into his pocket?
Crumb.
Sounds from the pocket.
No, he feeds Dingus, and Dingus hides food in his pocket. That's just normal. I can't go anywhere with the two of you.
In the pocket for Gifton.
What?
Actually,
Why is that Drow sitting by himself with a pseudo dragon?
I will
That would probably be
say,
the worst thing in the world.
if you want to sit and eat, Denoran will find you.
Yeah, we'll sit and eat.
Yeah.
So.
Eventually, you do see Denoran coming down the street with his priestess friend.
Is she already full?
It's hard to tell. I will tell you though that Denoran's clothing is not set in the same way it was before.
Oh no.
Yeah. He is.
I see Denoran.
Finally, good. And Raziel's just going to wave at Denoran, and Denoran will smile and wave back, and they'll both come on over, and join you at the table. And you are back from your journey. You found what you were looking for? I hope.
You're talking to yourself.
You're talking to yourself. You haven't.
No, I was talking to you, Raziel and
Alright.
Gifton.
You should tell him yes.
Yes, we found.
Gifton can't just
Yeah.
psychic answer at the same
You know what, Gifton?
Yeah.
Fingers descend into the pocket.
Ah!
You are going to be pulled out. Set down in his palm, which you hear the priestess go, "Aww."
Fold arms.
Yeah,
angry.
and Raziel just casts a small disguise on you. That small disguise, get it? And then he sets you down on the table as a Jerboa.
Oh.
Aw.
Behold. My magical talking familiar.
This is demeaning to both of us.
You drink the potion.
Wasn't Raz supposed to become her familiar?
Oh, how the tables have turned.
Yes, we have who we were looking for, and we are going to be getting ready to go back soon. Are you needing more time?
Oh, hell, being a bit more time would be very good, but if we must leave, I am prepared, and, yeah, he actually puts his arm around the priestess and goes, somebody wants to come with us.
Oh.
He has told me of, the plight of our people.
Oh.
Good. But not the plight. For her to come.
And-
her to come, not the...
Well, it would be very nice to say that I'm coming entirely because of him. It is not the only reason. In fact, primarily...
The only one who has came because of him.
No. and for Denoran, for his part, is just nodding.
Yes, this is true for
Yeah.
Denoran, yes.
And she goes, I actually feel like this must be some kind of fate.
Good, then maybe make your preparations. Do you need to
I will
do anything before you go?
I will say my farewells. I will not mention exactly what is happening, but you should know that I am leaving.
Yes, they should know.
So, is there a way that, will you wait for me?
Yes, of course. We're not quite in too bad of a rush. I mean, I don't know if people wanted to take like the day. We might maybe leave in the morning or something. We kind of just figured we'd take a day and just relax because we're used to having to run a lot.
You should enjoy the city while you can. It is a beautiful place. Do not be
is
so
very
quick
lovely.
to leave.
Yes, it is just a little dangerous to lurk around a bit when you are not part of everything.
I'm sure that if you know that we have visitors of strange color and so on now, you could probably walk around without your disguises.
Oh, you think so?
I do.
Look over Raz.
Raziel just shrugs it a bit and goes, we will stand out and draw attention, but frankly, I don't think it would cause too much issue.
Oh, maybe after my potion wears off, I will consider this.
Oh, I don't know, you look quite good like that. Very cute.
I am very cute. I told you I'd be a good familiar.
Finally got you.
Yep.
The priestess is raising up, which she does quite to an extent. Those tentacles lifting her. But as she moves up, she gives Denoran a little kiss on the back of his hand, and goes, "I will see you tonight, love." And she is going to move away. Denoran is going to smile broadly, look at you, and go, "I have conquered the past."
Oh, that is wonderful. I did that once. I did it several times.
Isn't it exhilarating?
Yes. Our dear patron here had to witness it, poor thing.
And I figure if she comes with us, I do not become my own grandfather.
That is the safest move I think you've heard.
Or I vanish from existence.
Oh.
Oh, that is actually a thing.
Her
Yes.
bloodline led to Denoran's, yeah.
Well, in the
Just
end, it is
turns
up to
out
the-
that she played an integral role in bringing about a person who happened to play an integral role in introducing his ancestors.
I'm sure the Sphinxes will iron that out.
No, it's fine. Just have Raz test the bloodline.
Yeah.
I am certain the Sphinx wouldn't allow that to happen. They seem to like you a bit.
She said I was dead.
Yeah, but I mean, I told you were dead before.
Yes, a little less threatening coming from you. Oh, you should hop around a little bit.
I'm gonna hop around.
Oh, too cute. What? Oh, my heart. Ah, this is like eating a sweet.
I'm gonna
Denara
eat some of the
dies.
food now. Num, num, num.
Okay.
And you I did some sending to gift whenever that goes.
Yeah, she can receive it back now.
Oh no, lords and ladies! Corvus apparently told people we're staying a week.
Well, if you want to, we're in no rush, technically.
Okay, well, make sure to tell your priestess you've got a week.
Oh, I can spend that week very well.
All right. All right, we will spend a week here then. I am going to send a sending back to Corvus because you get a reply.
Yep.
And you don't have that thing on you, so you don't get
Correct, yeah.
so it doesn't matter. Okay, well, thanks for letting me know. Adjusting everybody else now. That's be what it is. I'm gonna be like, okay, adjusting everybody else.
As a few spells have gone us at this table, there's a mildly alarming moment when you see a clop beast. Just like appear on a nearby rooftop, seems to like glance about, focuses on your table a bit, and you get a few flesh colours. Which, you know what, you had treble.
I know what the colors
Yeah.
mean because I spent time learning,
you
and
did.
I also learned the language of the beasts.
Yeah, in fact, I'm not even going to ask for a roll of this. And basically, the flash colours are just a thing of it's reassuring you just looking.
Okay.
Everything. Then there's a few flash colours or that you get the thing of like no problems. Because it's basically worried if people are casting magic a bunch. Like, is there an altercation? Is there?
I am going to because I can do lights and colors with one of my abilities. I don't know which one right now, but I know one of my abilities lets me do it. Because I can do various different things. I will flash lights back at them, and give the sign of all clear, harmless.
Okay. You get some pleased colours in return. There's a little trill sound that comes from it, and it's almost as if it's pleased that there's nothing wrong, but it's also extra pleased that it's communicated with in this fashion.
Yes, and I will make trill noises that go along with it because I do, which are higher pitched than normal, but I am doing the trill noises back that I know.
And then you just see it move off, and as it does, it moves along its rooftops, and it like reaches a long tendril down to correct a sign that is hanging at an angle, just like idly as it passes, and continues on its way.
Don't worry, I told them you're an authorized mage and that we're totally okay and nothing bad's going on.
And it just
3 minutes later,
leaves you.
a merchant comes out. My sign.
Marvelous.
Oh, I'm gonna tilt my head. Man, I wonder if Carrick and Corvus thought to make sure to put the fake tattoos on their illusions. Huh. Well, that's not my problem.
Fingers crossed.
I mean, I will say I did mine exactly like the one I had, so it wouldn't.
Yeah, I know yours is
those.
probably exact. Yeah.
All right. Carrick.
Yes,
I
I am Carrick.
I'm going to ask, did you want to check the market again?
Oh, yes, I actually will.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure I've got it within the hour of the tongues casting also, so just in case.
You head towards the market again, and this time you see the setup is familiar. Looks like the wagon has changed. All of the cloth tarpaulin and so on is different, but like the location and what's being offered rings a bell. There is a large wagon with cages surrounding it, and it looks like these were in the midst of being like set up and unpacked and so on, and then that stopped. And what you see right now is a half-covered wagon, a few cages out with various animals in them, and a young lizard folk just sitting on a crate and eating what looks like to be some sort of little fried balls of something.
So when you say young,
Young
enough to own this,
about
or
15 or 16. Not old enough to own this. Likely
so
a child of
child.
whatever family owns this.
Do I see anyone else around? Or
They seem to be. There's lots of other merchants around, but for
Yeah,
for
but
their
nobody
vicinity,
else
no.
for there.
No.
So obviously they're just setting up. I'm gonna wander on over and oh god. How many weeks has it been since we were here last in our actual physical time?
In your physical time?
Like
In your
the amount of-
continuity?
Yes.
Oh,
Has it been less than a month?
I don't recall.
Okay, I'll take that after
I
roll.
think it's been more than that, but I couldn't say.
I'll have to roll then. So trying to actually a couple who came up. I'm gonna
I think
head
it's been
on
more than
over.
a month. I think.
Okay. So can't
It
keen mind
has
the
been
name.
more than a month since we time traveled here
Okay, thank you.
because we spent like over a month prepping for the fight for Thexton, right?
That's right.
Mhm.
So gonna wander on over there and house set up, like still far from being set up.
Pretty far from being set up. There's like banners and such on poles that like advertise the place like that are now just leaning against the greater car. It looks like they started putting out cages and so on, and then something happened.
Can I see the banners with how they are? Do they look familiar?
Vaguely,
Or-
yeah.
Okay.
It looks like there is a sign work that would be the equivalent of a family crest, but they don't really use crests here. It's essentially just like the names of the family worked into a nice pattern. And you recognise part of it at the very least.
I've said casting sending real quick. To Gifton. And sure, I've got tongues, I can talk. I'm gonna walk up and actually gonna flip through my notes real quick because the player off top of the head cannot remember her name, but I have the notes. So I'm gonna walk up to the young lizard folk.
Who quickly sort of finish swallowing what they put in their mouth as you approach. You see them sort of smack their chest a couple of times as they swallow a bit too quickly. Hello, sir. I'm afraid we're not properly open right now because Talal died. So,
Yes, I wasn't. It is very sad that he has passed.
oh, it's super sad. Yeah. The
was-
kid who doesn't actually seem bothered
Because
says,
he has no idea.
Uh-huh.
He has no idea who Talal is.
I was actually coming through here I haven't been in town in a very long time.
There.
Okay. Was curious. Years ago, I purchased. I was helped by. Do they actually call themselves something besides just lizard folk? Like their race?
yes, they do have a word for it that is being auto-translated for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that word. But I had come back and was hoping that maybe
Draeneth is the word.
Traineth. Okay. That, and I'm going to make it int check.
Which you will know. It's essentially translating to this. It also had root words of not dragon.
Okay. I'm gonna play this to get advantage on the roll. Actually, I probably should have asked if Keymind gives me advantage, but I'll just
Nope.
use it anyways. To try to remember what the lizard folk's name was.
You can remember, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna give it. I know it's been. Actually, I probably know by now. Lizard folk don't live that long, do they?
They do not.
It's like 200 years. There's no
yeah, I
way.
know. But I was seeing if this might have relatives that still handle the animals like she did. But it's been a while, so. But I noticed the banners look very similar to hers. So is this part of the same family?
Maybe. I my family's been coming here for a long time.
I will have to come back when you're open. Do you know a couple days be enough time?
I hope not. Like, Mom said she would be back tonight, so,
Okay. I will
I
have
got
to come back tomorrow then to make sure you have plenty of time. I am sorry to bother you.
there's
I will-
no bother. Do you want to buy a bird? They're just looking over the cages that are unpacked from the wagon.
We will see what you all have. I unfortunately am traveling pretty light, so I may have to go with something small. But there are many ways to.
We got beetles. We got a few rodents.
Out of
Beetles.
character. Do they have a jerboa? Or
Oh,
would I
God,
be in
yes.
character? I don't know what's
In
going
fact, that's what they mean by rodents.
Okay, I don't actually know what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see a little cage of jaboas.
How much for those?
Those they are a silver piece each.
And how about do you have are you set up enough for feed that I could purchase feed for the day for it?
I might have to dig it out, but it shouldn't be hard.
Please.
One.
Yes, please. Maybe when I come back I will purchase some more. But
And
I don't know. Giffo's gonna have the worst day because Raz is just gonna jam me in the cage with the other jerboa when he sees you.
they scramble. First they actually go to get the feed itself. It's the first thing they go for. Which they do have to climb into their wagon, and you hear them sort of scrabbling about, moving a couple of things before they come out with a little satchel of feed. And then they basically open up the top of the cage, and they just they seem fairly tamed. One of them just sort of hops up to its hand, like they use a little bit of food as lure, hops into the hand, and they lift it out. And they put it into what is essentially a small wicker. Wicker's wrong. Reed woven basket. Which they just sort of tie at the top. They tie the reeds.
I'm gonna pay attention how they tie it so I can
Mhm.
figure out how to do it. Thank you. May I ask your name?
Ickne.
You spelled that. Can you spell that one?
Ickne.
I'm guessing it's probably exactly how it sounds.
Nah. That's how I was gonna spell it.
Okay. I was spelling it with a C in the middle, so
Phonetic.
Yep. Thank you, Ikna.
You're welcome, sir.
I will see you tomorrow, I believe.
Bye, mister.
Uh,
Hope you come by more things.
And they nod, and they look pretty happy that they've made a sale.
How much total with the feed?
The feed's included.
Oh, and the silver. Okay.
Mhm.
Make sure.
That or they've forgotten to charge you for it. Who knows?
It's fine. I will make sure when I talk to their mother
Mhm.
that
Get them in
I've been
trouble.
properly paid. No. I am not that. Well, I am that evil, but the character is not that evil. Okay. Gonna go find the rest of the group.
Okay. Alright.
I am almost out of tongues today.
Right. Yeah, people can do their shopping and eventually gather back up. Yes.
Yep. How much time passes?
Between you shopping and gathering back up.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, you know what? People are taking their time and perusing about, right? I think your 3 hours wears off, Gifton.
Okay. At the end of the 3 hours, I will Misty step out and take off the ring or put on the ring and start walking with Raz.
Okay. All right. They do that, and yes, you which Denoran's actually just going to put his arm over you, and you do that as well. You know, like, yeah, this is my buddy I'm walking alongside. And you definitely get stares, like people are looking over at you. Kids especially, like, are mystified by you. But for the most part, you're not accosted. You do notice a couple of creatures appearing from nearby, and just looking at you, checking you over. But after following you for a little bit,
I will flashlights at them of hello.
you get flash colors of like confusion, greeting.
Be friendly, harmless.
Okay. Pleased affirmed.
Yep.
And as far as you can tell, you're not being watched any further beyond people just looking. And yeah, Zenoran goes, I see, you're fitted just in.
Yes. And I am clearly in the company of such fine, handsome gentlemen.
Well, of course, and they will carry the looks for all of us. He looks over at Raziel with a grin. Raz just rolls his eyes a bit. But
are you pouting because you lost your little familiar?
And I think you were very well suited to the task.
Oh, I wasn't I? We should find an inn or someplace that we can get rooms because Corvus has arranged for us to have to stay for a week.
Talal will actually go, I know some good places to stay. We have to arrange a lot of lodging for students that first arrive, before we get their rooms sorted.
Yeah, well, why don't we go there then, and we'll get some rooms sorted out because we've got about a week of time here now.
I will have to be more careful about who I speak to.
Well, it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's just a little bit more time.
Great. Who is the Knoll?
This is Talal, this is Denoran.
I am not actually a Knoll. It is a disguise. It is a pleasure to meet you, Denoran.
Are we back together at this point, or is this
people can work themselves into this as they please. I figure you're starting to congregate into one spot, probably near the one of the temples.
You'll probably notice Gibson just standing out in the open.
It's fine. I was just curious because if I was there to be like,
feel free to interject yourself into this whenever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gifton literally standing next to Raziel as the drow, and Denoran as Denoran.
And Denoran actually freezes mid handshake and goes, "Little, I know we came for you, but you're little all. It is a."
It's okay. It's okay. He's very nice. He's very nice. You will not turn to salt in his presence. I promise you.
Grand
you will be judged
honor.
worthy.
Wow.
You're kind of a big deal, Talal.
Yes. I'm seeing.
Please ensure Denoran that he will not turn into salt for all the sins and massive misdeeds of his life.
You're quite the sinner. No, just minor things. Nothing anybody would blink twice about.
Was I not supposed to mention that you're a naughty little boy?
Not in front of the great Talal, no.
Wow.
He is a fervent defender of the goddess.
Your ancient Saharan is quite terrible.
Could you tutor him?
Yes, I could indeed.
Gonna walk up.
Oh, look, you're gonna get tutored by the Talal.
Garrick, Denoran sort of opening up his arms. Look, we have the great Talal here. Isn't that fantastic? You come stand over here.
That so loud right now.
Yes, I am sorry.
Even.
Hi, Garrick. How are you doing?
I'm doing. Garrick's talking quiet because, of course, she's not speaking in ancient. So actually, no. At this point, we know there's outsiders. So No, actually, no. He is going to be quiet because he's still wearing the one for now, because he hasn't found out that we can do otherwise. I'm doing well. I may have found the descendants of the ones we got the purple worms and everything from.
Oh no.
Hold up.
Oh
Breathe, Sammy. Breathe.
What? What?
They're
Don't do
not-
that towards Francis. Oh
They
no.
are not set up yet to
Did you hold up the Jerboa?
yes.
Okay, Gifton's gonna stare at the cage and look over at Raziel.
Raziel's just got a shit-eating grin on. Ah, look at that. This seems familiar.
But
Don't worry, you
Right.
are far better.
they are not set up yet because of
Why did you buy that?
just look at that's coming from
Stupid question,
Raz,
I know.
right?
Yes, sorry.
Coming to asking me that, yes. But no, I was
You-
actually
Oh no, he has a week to talk himself into a lot of creatures.
Don't you have Phoenix back home?
yes.
He does.
I also have
Eat that poor little thing.
they're not going to be kept in the same place. I have a lot.
I don't think you understand how animals work.
I swear, your menagerie is a tragedy waiting to happen.
No, that's why
Why
they're
aren't you
different
all
areas.
disguised?
I am disguised. What are you talking about?
I'm
Oh.
folding my arms.
I'm
doing
still
what
in
I am doing
drow.
as the priestess told me to do, and I'm going to stick with it.
Well, they actually receive foreign visitors in this day and age, so we'll stand out a bit.
I'm
well,
human.
That's lovely for you.
You don't exist right now, so you have to keep a disguise on.
You would be quite the curiosity.
I'm more than a curiosity. Someone might recognize me.
To be
Oh,
fair,
wouldn't there
Argy will be a bit of a curiosity as well. I mean, there's a few of your kind starting to get out and about from the forests, but right now you're all very, very he sort of bares his teeth.
I should keep mine on. I think even going back to.
I am attractively exotic.
What do you are?
I
Pat.
don't think they'd like the wings, and I'm worried that things might be.
Oh,
looking
yes, do
for
not
that kind of.
Do not. I'm
Well,
not. Don't
I'm
do
worried
that.
They're
about
still rather
even-
touchy about
I'm
Morgani
worried
kind.
about
Yeah.
that people kind of like the ones looking for magic, looking for dragon's blood. So I am going to keep this on because it helps mask all that. It seems.
Well, it seems that the word is true of the streets. There is guests.
Guests?
You.
What do you mean?
Oh, there's talk now. I just followed it back to you.
There is?
It's not a surprise. Foreign visitors are always a fun thing to gossip about.
Actually, I'm
I
going
like
to.
Think
Yeah,
you might
always
be
make
some dignitary come to pay their respects for the Lord's passing.
Also,
Oh.
if none of you know yet, I have business that I need to attend to with the library. So you all have about a week to enjoy yourselves.
Yes, I heard.
A week. That's why we're currently discussing with Talal. He knows a few places that can house multiple people, so we're gonna have to do that.
Just like the old days.
Gonna look at.
Just like the old
Gonna-
days, I had a really comfortable bed with a very attractive smith.
Gonna look at the three that can speak ancient Saha and understand Barast. Could you ask Talal actually if there is anything?
1 second, Raziel is recasting tongues.
Trying not
Lizard
to see if we
hiss.
can do that. Talal, is there things on the lookout for dragon kind out and about here?
No, not actively anymore. The years following the war, there were quite the guard, but
So as long as I'm not outwardly showing Okay. Then Kirk's going to.
I wouldn't do it probably directly on the street.
No,
I
no,
sort
no,
of
no.
appeared from thin air as far as
I
people are
am-
concerned.
I'm going to do it after, before we get a place to stay.
You'll go find a spot. All right.
Yes.
But, Paul, could you please lead us to a fine place that you think we could stay? Preferably one that wouldn't know you too terribly well.
They've never seen me in my amazing picture. I'm a null. And
You
Tell-
just may want to choose another name before,
oh,
if they ask.
Yes, what will be your secret name?
he actually looks stumped.
No, we're not going that way. We're not going that way. We're not starting family names this far back.
Let's call you Drash.
Drash.
Say
Drash.
I am Drash.
Do that.
I am Drash. Ugh.
Drask.
You're trying too hard.
You're Drask.
I do not know how to speak like Drask.
Drask. My name is Drask. Like that.
You
Like
get
that.
a couple of looks from car passers-by.
Random knoll passing by, it's just like, I am so offended.
Yep.
Drask. I am Drask. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Why don't we will do the talking for you.
Yes.
Take
Good
us to the
idea.
place.
Right.
Yes.
Talal will lead you to it's calling it an inn would be a mistake. It is actually quite a large building. Essentially just a set of apartments that are set aside for short term. Which
Visiting.
which you can head on in, and there is
It's an Airbnb.
there's a lovely drow woman in there who just sort of glances up as you come on in and goes, "Oh, hello. You're visiting for the unfortunate."
Yes, we are passing through, and we heard of the unfortunateness. Is it possible to get rooms?
She's staring agape at you for a moment, Gifton, before closing.
I'm gonna bat my eyes.
Of course, large part. I will have to separate you into a few rooms. I'm afraid I do not have any.
Oh, that's all right. There's about 10 of us.
10 of us. 4 rooms. How long do you want to be staying?
We are going to be staying about a week. Some of my friends here are scholars and such, and of course they want to pay their respects. And I'm of course very new to the area, and I guess I chose such a bad time to visit, but I hope to pay respects as well.
Of course. It is it's a gold
Such
piece.
a great loss.
The gold piece a night for each room. This will include meals, of course. If you do not want to visit the, you are aware of the facilities where you can eat.
I have been told that do we have to pay there?
No. It is completely free. It's just.
Remember we went to this before. It was like a cafe.
No. Gifton's
Oh.
playing.
Yeah.
Gifton's
Yeah.
playing.
Got it.
Yeah,
You do not have to
Gifton-
pay there, but some people like a bit more variety in their meals, which we do provide.
Oh, I don't mind paying for. I'm used to.
Oh, no, it is included in the room price.
Oh, all right. But yes. Here I will pay for us. Is my coin okay? It is. We don't have nice, pretty coin like your people's. She brings out the marred coins that the chunky pieces of gold and such.
She takes it and Gifton, give me a persuasion check, please. You're doing this without thinking, so I'm not going to allow you to add anything to this, like no divine bonuses such. But
no.
Cards you can use, but no wills, woes, and shit.
I will use it. Well, I already know I'm on woe right now.
Yeah.
I will use a card if I can get my cards to come up. Card. Which card? I'm gonna do this one. So yeah, I will re-roll that. So of course, I close my character sheet because I'm an idiot and I love reloading my character sheet on Roll20.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff. Okay. I closed my sheet so I could look for the thing.
Okay.
17.
Um,
Not the best.
she seems a little, and everyone can notice this. Like, this is not hard to see on her. She seems a little entranced by Gifton, and she doesn't actually like check the weight of the gold and think as a lot of other merchants have been. She's just, of course. Yes. A week. A 7 day. 4 times. 28 gold pieces.
Okay. And is it okay? Gifton's going to take off her guitar, and I like to play music. Is that going to be a problem? I know, I've been told that the different folk sleep at different times. Is it safe sometimes for me to play? I don't want to be too loud.
We do station the different folks in different floors so that they do not interrupt each other. I'll make sure to give you a room away from anybody. As long as you are respectful with this volume, do not go, you'll be fine.
Because I would love
if you want to perform here during, meals and so on, you could earn some extra coin that way if that is the kind of thing you're interested in.
Oh, I would love to do that. It's also so fun to talk to people and hear their stories. Your land is so beautiful.
Well, see, we have a small stage there. You are welcome to come up anytime.
Okay. I will give her the 28 gold.
Mm-hmm. Right, she will take it, and
I believe that was 28, right? It's
yes.
7 times 10. No, that should be 70 gold.
No. It's a golden night for a room. Yes, 4 rooms.
Yeah. Okay. So 4 times 7. Okay. Yeah, 28. So I will give her exactly 28. Looking over at Raz like, I'm a good girl. Look at me. Did exactly what I was supposed to do this time.
He's giving you that look of like, what do you want? Some applause?
And does want applause. Yeah, I will give 28 of the chunky coins and apologize that my coins aren't as nice as their coins, but they aren't as nice.
She waves that off as like, oh, don't worry about it. And you are given 4 room keys. You can distribute them as you wish.
All right.
And she looks at Talal. And she goes, I'm sorry, these are, our meals are rather basic, flavoursome but basic. I believe your kind needs a lot of meat. I'll see if I can get something arranged for you. And so looks momentarily confused. And he goes, but standard, the meals will be fine. Okay.
But adjusted their diet from being abroad with us.
Oh, they become used to.
They are a scholar.
Oh, it is so pleasing to see that such pursuits are spreading wider and wider. And she.
In fact, they are the whole reason I am here. I am so lucky to have met them.
I hope you do not think this is rude. I think it's beautiful, but it is a strange circumstance pairing.
That is a very strange pairing. That the daughter reaches all shores. I smile.
What shores do you hail from?
I hail from Gifton is got a look on her face like she's not sure if it's safe to say Lorel or not. I'm gonna actually telepathy to Raziel. Is it safe to say Lorel?
He's actually gonna pipe up and go, she comes from Dorlin. Oh. It's
I'm sorry, my people over there usually we just call it our land.
It's a common thing.
It is very strange. I would presume that for the longest time your people probably would have just called this your land too.
As well, Sahar actually means the sand upon which you tread.
Oh, that's lovely. What a beautiful language you have. Gifton is trying to like slowly pull herself away. Well, I will see you more. We will go get our rooms.
Oh, yes, please make yourselves comfortable. And she smiles and she's just gives you all a little bow.
Okay, and I will start distributing keys.
Carrick's gonna walk in a little after everything started because Carrick went through and visited
Uh-huh.
Canada and did the physical distance is nothing a wide wingspan couldn't overcome, and turns back to normal, drops his fist and walks.
Yep.
She
Sexy
is
elf
also.
Without the wings. Without the wings.
Oh no! Oh no!
Sexy elf
So
boy.
she's bowing to you, and as Carrick comes in, clearly part of the group in his approach, eyes widen further. Gifton, she was taken with you. Oh boy! When Carrick walks in, you can see it's hard to see a blush on a drow, but those ear tips do change shade.
And they wiggle. They wiggle.
Is gonna smirk to herself and go, "Lover boy," and I'm gonna toss Carrick one of the keys. And I give one to Raz. I'm gonna hand one to Cassie, and I'll hand one to Zelda.
Carrick has a bad dex.
You don't have to try and catch the key. It's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
So there's 4 rooms and there's 10 of us.
That means 2 to a room, 3 to some rooms.
Mm-hmm. I will look over at Raz and Denoran and shall the 3 of us team up?
Yes, this is fine by me. Certainly, yes.
All right, and Telde, how about you and
Echo and I would be in a room, I suppose.
Tell Day and Talal.
Rask?
Yes, thank you, Cyprine.
Actually,
no one can
me,
sh-
Denoran, and Raz are together, then Telde and Rask. It's all.
I'm taking that you said Talal by mistake.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
But I'm taking that actually happened. Yeah.
No.
The drow running in sort of glances up and goes, "Been hearing that a lot today."
He
Yeah,
is
sorry.
on many of our minds.
Yes, I'm sorry. I get so confused.
They are saying that it is a way to honor those that pursue his field. Talal lives on in those that do his work. So if you are a scholar, you are Talal.
I hear some younger generations are taking the name in honor.
She just sighs and goes, his college brings many here.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to intrude.
Oh no, you're quite fine. I'm. All right. So I think. All right. So it's Denoran, Raz, Gifton, Telde, Talal, Drask, RG Cassie, and then
Echo Carrick Corvus.
Right now.
Echo Carrick Corvus.
Yep.
Sure.
Yeah, probably the best bet.
You're putting Carrick in with Echo and Corvus to chaperone?
Yep.
Carrick, stop.
Okay. Right, you're able to head up to your rooms, which are they're student rooms. They're very basic, but they're comfortable beds. Most of the rooms do only have 2 beds, but there are basically you can pull out cushions and so on to make a third.
It's okay. Gifton's going to her normal form the moment sleep time comes, so it's not going to be a problem in our room.
And you are able to get, you can put stuff away if you want. And yeah, they're comfortable rooms.
Actually, as we're nearing time to sleep, or a little bit into time to sleep, Telde, in his still disguised form, is going to knock on the Three's Company door.
Come and knock on our door.
Okay.
Not yours.
Carrick and Corvus and
the
Echo.
more awkward one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like to see that. I see that I'm not.
awkward one. All right.
Karen's gonna actually come up and actually open the door and look to see who it is because he's not supposed to be talking. Oh,
If you would like another bed, there is one available. I do not need it.
how big are these beds?
They are actually they're kind of short for some of you because they are built for drow primarily on this floor.
Okay. I mean, is this going to be something that two of us could move from one room to another?
Yeah, oh
I
yes.
don't think that's really what we were talking about, but yes.
Well, you said the bed. You didn't say. Swap.
Well,
Dave.
I think we want to do the littlest amount of making it look like we
Yeah.
aren't sleeping in rooms as
Yeah.
much.
Carrick has a bed, I have a bed, and Echo can bed with me. That's fine.
I will not be using one.
Echo's eyes
do
drift
it.
over to Corvus. They drift back to you, Tode. A smile crosses her face.
You can.
You don't
You can do
understand.
what you-
Echo's getting to sleep in Corvus's bed. You don't mix this up for them. That's what they're saying.
I'm guessing it's a pretty obvious look.
Yeah.
It
I
might
haven't
be.
needed
I
insight.
mean, it might be better for Carrick to go to Telday's room, so
Yeah.
Corvus and Gecko can join their beds together.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a 1950s.
Lots of controls are still in effect.
Yes, actually.
You know,
probably.
Carrick doesn't want to be in there for that. He's had to deal with brownies.
I think I will take you up on your offer, Telday. Thank you.
Of course. Have a good evening, Echo.
Gonna leave the key with Corvus then.
Good
Carrick?
evening, Telde.
Yep, leaving it with
We will
Corvus.
head back
Actually, I
to
should
the
leave
other
the
room.
responsible one. I should leave it with Echo.
I am gonna take watches in my room.
And this is why I didn't bring mine.
Wait a second. Wait a second. You can take watches in your room. Just one of them in your room.
Well, I was gonna have me and Dingus both take a watch.
Okay.
Okay, we'll both take a watch. So there's no
Raz and Denoran will also join in this because they're both paranoid bastards.
yeah. I just figured like the four of us will take watches because
Mhm.
we'll put Dingus on the last watch
Uh-huh.
because
Well, see, the last time we actually spent any downtime in a room, we nearly got killed.
that's why we're having watches in my room.
I mean, I'm Telday's there. So.
All right, so we're doing watches in our room
Yeah.
because I'm with the paranoid motherfuckers.
Mhm.
And I am going to go back to normal.
Also, I am a goddamn beacon of death, and I need to know if anything bad happens.
It's fine
Speaking of
because
death?
Yes, death comes for me.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah.
actually doing a safety thing in our room too.
You're just gonna make a magical mansion?
No,
I'm not doing that. Not doing that.
faithful
Oh,
dog.
Faithful Hound. That's still a magic cast, so whoop whoop.
Pet the
Yeah.
puppy?
Ruff.
Okay. Right. You all set up your various precautions. And you can get a decent night's sleep. Morning rolls around without any incident.
Oh no, the sun rolled us over.
Oh no.
Actually, I will ask you, what time are you keeping here in the city?
I'm staying on the night schedule.
Staying on the night schedule, the
I have
main
fair skin,
daytime.
I have
Yeah.
have fair skin. I cannot risk the day.
Okay. All right.
And I'm
I already have freckles.
In-
Don't make me have sunburn.
In that case, nighttime rolls around, and
Nighttime.
Next time.
and yeah, this floor does get noisier at that point,
And that's kind of probably the
Oh
reason,
my.
too.
which is rousing for people. And you are able to head on out down to the common room where there are plenty of people down here now. Looks like there's a few students staying here, which leads to the usual student activities. There is drinking going on. There's that discussion. It does have that air of celebration. There has been a couple of days mourning, and now it looks like there is a bit more of a joyous occasion going on.
So are
I'm
you
going
saying
to,
morning has
Broken, yeah.
I'm gonna take my I have my guitar slung over my arm, and I've got my harp, and I'm gonna go sneak up on the stage and start playing music while we do breakfast.
You mean dinner?
Well, it's breakfast for us.
Breakfast. Yeah.
First meal
You're
after you wake
breaking
up,
your
boys.
fast.
Yeah.
I'm breaking my fast.
Um,
Yeah, I'll play music for a bit.
there are very obvious like, whoa, look at her. You get some very, very piercing like wolf whistles. And just general student cheers as you start playing music.
And then
My
Garrett
free
comes down.
bird.
And in the meantime, you can actually see the drow lady that served you all yesterday is moving around, basically just collecting cups and so on, refilling as she needs to. She actually like rather sternly smacks one drow lad when he leans in a bit too drunkenly, and that just gets him jeers from his friends. Looks like she does try to keep a hand on things here. And she smiles at you, Gifton, as she goes on by. And she'll actually put a full cup on the stage with you.
Yep. And I will keep playing away on my various instruments. I'm mostly focusing on playing instruments. I sing a bit, but I try to only sing when it's old Zahan songs I remember from, you know, that, because I'm trying to avoid singing
Inventing
anything
music that too early.
Yeah.
The rest of you, she'll actually go. You have to find a place to sit. You might have to split a bit, but you all wanting breakfast?
Yes, please.
Okay,
Trixie hungers.
I'll bring it on over. They've all started drinking a little early today, but I think it's excusable. What are you wanting? Juice or something harder?
Juice will be fine, thank you.
A sensible girl.
No,
That may
I'm
be
just
the
not
first
willing to
time.
start drinking at this time because, well, I'll destroy.
We just woke up.
I'll destroy any of them here.
Oh, actually, I know one song I will sing, and I'm going to sing it in the appropriate language for it. I'm singing in Fey Creep.
Nice. Okay.
Wow.
It's a
That's
song
not
of
good.
longing I was given. I'm totally singing
Uh-huh.
that song.
You get like they don't know the words, but you get the going along with it from a couple of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
One of the drow just starts weeping.
Yeah, they don't understand.
Don't
They just think
understand
it's
it,
pretty.
but it's pretty.
I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here?
And
I don't belong here.
yeah, it is a bit of a hassle finding a place to sit. You can manage to get yourselves around one table. It does involve like negotiating for chairs and so on. But soon enough, a breakfast is brought out to you, and it's just a basic like spiced porridge. Looks like it's got some sort of preserve with it, some sort of jam. But it's fragrant. It has a it's not burning so much, but there is a tingle going along with it. But it's nice. It is nice food. And yeah, cups of some form of berry juice. You're not entirely sure what. It tastes a bit strange. It's not something you think you've had before. Maybe.
Definitely fruit.
Mhm.
Maybe a vegetable.
It's coffee juice.
No, my brain went. It's tomato juice.
It's a Bloody Mary.
No, we didn't get anything hard.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we got juice. Yeah.
I'm gonna finish food quickly.
Shovel in. I am eating like a person.
Right.
Efficient.
I'm letting Dingus eat most of my food.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
always do.
Yep. It is just brought up to you on the stage, Gifton, if you want to stay up there.
Yeah, I'll stay up there and I'll feed Dingus and give him a pat pat. No.
Dancing with your manful. Okay.
But soon enough, you finish up your meals, and there's a few students clearing out of here, but most of them just seem to be hanging around. You're guessing maybe there's no school today.
School's out for Talal's death.
For Talon.
And Talal, Flo is just watching all of this going on. Like, he's overlooking them, the way they seem to be reacting to things. And that Noel face just seems to be a little bit wistful.
Mm-hmm.
And he just sort of says to the group, I'm glad they are finding happiness. This whole morning for me. It doesn't feel right. Especially since I'm still here.
You should be quiet about that.
I will not raise my voice, don't worry. I have not imbibed quite as much as some of these young men. Young women, she really needs to not be lifting that, it's getting rowdy in here.
Is it getting like serious?
They are drow.
Mhm.
They have very little restraint to begin with. Very little shame.
Okay.
And yes, there is a lot of early drinking going on, which is hitting some of them more than it is hitting others. Nothing violent or unpleasant, but yeah, the owner of this place actually does yell over them to control themselves or get a room.
Oh, they're
And
getting
this
ready
is-
to. Oh my.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is it really that bad? Okay.
Listen, you got to celebrate life after death, and Haya knows which way you do.
Yeah,
Um,
they're going
Ethan's
very
gonna-
hand.
Take a sip of the drink that was left for her as she starts to.
You've actually got alcohol,
Oh no, this is way too strong for me.
which actually does seem to be the same kind of fruits that's used to make it. It's just this is fermented.
Whoa. Yeah, Gifted has a sudden look. Whoa, strong.
Dingus is going to take a lap of it. You see his entire body sort of judder a bit.
I'm gonna walk over and casually come up to Denoran with that.
And swap them.
And
Beautiful performance, my dear.
Thank you. Swaps?
You want my drink?
Yes.
Certainly. Here you go.
All right.
It's
It's
strong.
his alcohol.
Yes, this is alcohol.
I frown. Does everybody start their day with alcohol?
Corvus raises his glass.
Everybody that loves life.
Carrot
I'll offer mine.
Are you just going to be
No,
silly?
yours is also alcohol, you monster.
Character slide his over.
Is it alcohol?
No.
Oh, thank gosh. I should
Dingus is beeping you at you. You just get flashes of love, Carrick. Love, Carrick.
I know. Carrick was looking out for us. Everyone sleep well?
It's weird sleeping in a bed.
Oh yes, that's a new experience for you. Well, I guess we'll just have another day on the town. We've got 6 more of these to go. We should get a hold of your little priestess friend.
Of course, I did go out briefly to see her last night. Made her aware what's going on. I'm going to meet her
good.
again today.
Oh, have a lovely time.
Yes. There's
He's
it's actually
arrangements.
pointing past you. There are a couple of drow that have come up to the table. Looks like one of them is sort of short even for a drow. He is like at least half a foot shorter than his
Is
average.
he shorter
even
than
smaller.
RG
Yes.
Drow? Oh wow.
And in fact, based on these features, you think there might be a bit of Durgar blood in him.
Oh.
Quite drow.
And to juxtapose this, the drow woman with him is immensely tall. Like, even for drow, she is tall. And,
Hello, friends.
hello there, the tall drow says. Your music is beautiful, as much as your appearance.
Oh, thank you. But I, of course, cannot compare. I have wait over the mute boy.
He's cute, yes, but not to my taste.
Oh.
But as much as she wiggles her eyebrows a bit and just goes, as much as Your beauty enchants me. I must say I'm here because of your song.
Oh, how can I assist you? I've sang so many songs.
It is...
Was it the one about the little light and your sweet little girl?
Actually, their eyes flash emerald green for a second.
Oh.
A song that is near and dear to my heart. I'm sure that you have a busy day.
Corvus looks at the tall person.
But if you would deign to come and see me, there's a lovely garden near here.
But are they speaking in ancient Sahara, or are they speaking in a different language?
It's ancient Saharan, but
Okay.
it
But
seems...
Gipton's reaction
Mhm.
made
Well,
Corvus
yeah.
look.
No, I was just curious because I could see them speaking another language.
If you would come
Also.
visit me maybe tonight, near the break of dawn.
Yes. Of course, I wouldn't dare to keep you waiting,
Oh, please.
my lady.
And she reaches out as if like, I'd like your hand, please.
I don't know if that's necessary.
Please.
Kristen's gonna give her hand over. She knows she's about to get a mark.
And she just brings it up and plants a gentle kiss on the back of it before letting go. Do not have fear. You will find no threat or trouble from me. I promise you, Fries.
Oh, that's a. Oh no.
Oh, green eyes!
You just figuring out what it is?
But of course,
I mean,
Corvus wouldn't understand green eyes because he can't see
I
that.
can't see green eyes. I just responded to your reaction.
Carrick's just listening to the
Master's
whole
just like,
conversation, just waiting.
Fuck.
And she looks down at her companion and just
I promise you 9 times I meant no offense.
I know, and there is none taken. You are sharing something beautiful with these people.
We'll see you. I did not expect anyone to be here.
It's not known very well. So she puts her finger up to her lips and just goes, shh. Please, bring your friends. You like him, don't you? And she's talking to her companion, the short Dulagar Drow, who looks over at Carrick, just shrugs and, like, he's alright.
Man, poor Carrick tonight.
Eh.
Just gotta be looking between going, did I miss something?
Anything?
Sorry for interrupting your meals. Please, you'll have a pleasant night. And they will move away and leave.
Carrick's going
His
to.
head is going to impact with the table.
Carrick's going to.
And then
in,
keep
Enochian.
impacting with the table.
How were we doing?
Kristen's going to hiss. Don't do that. Don't risk it.
No.
Who was that?
Are you saying don't risk Enochian? Or are you?
Yeah, I'm saying don't risk
Oh,
Enochian.
okay.
We don't know what could be. There were Watcher Angels through this whole city last time.
Yeah, which
I don't
I will
know
point
what
out, you guys
stage.
have not seen an angel. Not
We
a single.
haven't, but
Mhm.
but I don't know if there's going to be triggers go off.
Um,
because the
Ra-
only ones who speak Enochian are angels.
Razia will actually go, blasting's actually probably a good secret tongue for us right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. that's a
Can
good
I even
point.
speak that right now?
No, you can't.
Nope.
You can't speak anything other than ancient Zaha as long as you have that rope active. Everything sounds like ancient Zaha to you, which means everything sounds like ancient Zaha to you. You don't know when people are talking in Barras because they're talking in ancient Zaha to you. Everything's ancient Zaha. It's a great item because you speak ancient Zaha and you hear ancient Zaha. Gift is gonna tap her head on the ground or on the table and go. So I think I just upset a Fey Lord or a Fey Lady with my performance, and we have to meet with them outside after.
Potentially both.
They didn't seem upset.
They did not.
No, but
they
she's
can
done
look
something. She's got them curious.
I mean,
I did not see anything but drow. I'm guessing it's a
Oh.
higher order than.
Green flesh of the eyes.
I
I
promise.
don't think Corvus has ever seen that happen.
Again, yes, I can't see color, but I can see through guises, and that I could not see through. So that's in
mean-
mind.
No, not
Yeah,
as
maybe
guys so much
they're-
as their shape.
I mean, it may even
Well,
be.
even still,
their
that should
shape.
be.
It could be
revealed.
their shape. That could be how they actually look. Don't know what every.
That could be true. They could be
Fey lord
local
looks like.
Fey of this area.
At any rate, mistake, my bad.
Yeah, Corvus is gonna reach out his
Yeah.
arm and start flexing, and then magic's not a thing that we can readily do in this place.
You can't do it unless you have the tattoo.
Carrick shows his.
I
Carrick cast
forgot
the sky
about that.
himself at the beginning before he came down.
Yeah.
So I guess everybody meet back with me there at that location.
Where are we meeting?
They said there were some plants outside town. We're not far
Near
from here.
here.
Yeah, I'll scout
We'll take a
it
look
out.
for a garden, yes.
I'll look for the garden ahead. So if you don't mind getting after dinner, coming with me. They seem to want the group of us.
Don't stress so much, Gifton. If it doesn't turn out to be a nice thing, we can leave.
Handle it.
Deal with it.
Should we prepare to leave early?
We may need to. I mean, luckily enough, we're in a fairly safe place for that. So
Yes.
we are right where we kind of need to be. I'm sorry. I always mess up.
Don't
Nothing
apologize.
to say.
Nothing bad has happened. You've not messed up.
Yeah, they aren't chasing you through the street yet.
Why don't you think it is a
Yeah.
potential to make some new friends?
I mean,
Slash old friends.
up to this point,
What?
you did not know of Faye living here, so he is right. Think of this as a.
I'm curious.
Wait a
I never
minute,
knew of Faye
friends.
living here.
What I want to know is why would that's Oberon's song that he gave me?
I mean,
Or no, wait, that's not Oberon's song. It's what was that? That was that tree person's thing. That was that tree person that we met. Remember, we traded them, and I traded
I
them
mean-
instruments, and they gave me things.
they had to
the
learn
songs?
it from someplace.
Well, they've had
I
it
mean,
for a
you're-
longer than you think.
Maybe they traded it around in the Fae.
I mean, maybe between now and our now,
Well,
that
that's them.
song was traded from them to the person we met.
Well, that could very well be them.
It could
too.
be them. I mean, I guess yeah, Fae kind of reform into different people.
Mm-hmm.
There are many possibilities.
Let's
Anyway,
let
just have a nice day.
We're meeting in the morning then at first light at the garden.
Yes, and I'm gonna go find the garden.
Who,
But
for precautionary sake, who is the most influenced by Faye? Is it Carrick or you?
Influenced by it? What do you mean?
Charmed.
I would hope that we
Basically.
all have the mental fortitude to withstand that by now.
Well, they seem to focus on either Carrick or Gifton, and I just want to have a precaution in place. That is all.
That's
I-
because
Oh.
they're pretty.
Yes.
It's more like they're doing the charming.
I'll be honest, the reason they usually focus on me is because I'm usually the unknown
Unusual.
quantity. Mortal Fae aren't a thing yet.
Yes.
And it's a very strange thing in our time still, because there's only one occurrence majorly of a widespread group of mortal Fae. There are the occasionals.
Faye love nothing if
But-
not a curiosity.
All right. So before we go to the Gifton, I'm going to ensure that nothing happens to you then. Is that
I-
agreeable?
In what way do you plan to do that?
Have been
Just
promised.
protect her.
I have been promised 3 times. I would find any protections I throw up to be an offense to the lady. If you wish to protect Carrick, you may, but I could not accept. I have my customs. They are my people.
All right.
Faye's
fine.
word is a very, very good bond when it's clear, and a thrice promise.
A thrice promise has been made for me. It has not been made for Carrick, but it was made on the whole to the group of you. If you choose to protect Carrick, protect Carrick. But I could not accept it. I could not offend the lady in such a way.
Speaking of the 9 times, I'm guessing that's 3 times 3 idea.
Yes, it is the most unbreakable bond.
Have to remember that. I don't think I've ever heard any that we've ran into use that.
Because they are not want to promise that hard.
I have only made that promise 2 times in my life, I think.
It essentially means I am not finding a way around these words.
The
See,
only
that's the problem I have. Is that
the only
there's
one I
always
have made
something.
only one I have made that promise to in recent days is I have made that promise to Oberon. He has received my 9 times once.
Out of character, I thought you were going to say care.
Well,
No, I said
perhaps
in
it-
recent
like what you
times.
said,
I
yeah.
said I've only made it like about 2 times in my life. The first time was she married Care.
That's my only. That's my only.
She obeyed
concern.
somebody else's customs for the other marriage.
So they always seem, and it's not out of malice or whatever, but Faye being Faye, there's always a way around something.
However,
People
they
are
ref-
this way.
they
I
ref-
know,
and they
and
revealed
that's why-
themselves to us and made the promise. It means they are approaching Gifton as an equal on this footing.
I have not really had any substantial problems with Faye since I've joined this group.
We had minor
Yeah.
problems early on.
But
Comparatively minor now, but
the one thing to remember for all this, and not to say that we go in there aggressive, but it is still the past, and we do not know how they will be different than what we see in our time.
They are very, very well collected for Lee Faye of this era. In fact, he actually found for a second anyone caught off guard by the fact that they're walking around on a mortal plane. Apparently quite a...
Is it possible for them to have traveled as well?
Is it possible that's not Fae?
It's possible.
Illusion, magic, and
You
such.
don't suppose that would...
What are you thinking?
Oh. I would like to go check out this garden. I'm going to go do that. Why don't the rest of you have a very lovely time?
I will go with you.
Alright. As you all get up to start dispersing through the city or to check up a garden and so on, that is where we will end this week's session.
You're evil.
I know. Everybody take 3,000 experience points. You get your 1 point of piety per usual, and everybody gets a point of Fey piety.
Alright, Corvus doesn't get a point of Fey piety because it burns.
Why I have to take this?
Wait, we all got a point of Fey piety?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh.
So gifted. Do you and I work towards phase 60?
I'm at 51 towards it. I
So
think
am
it's
I.
And actually,
I was-
Gifton, you get 2.
No.
You and I are both 51.
No. No.
And we will do this same time next week.